shine your shoes, mister? I've got some polish for your shoes, mister. Take off your shoes, mister.
See, listen to him. He's down the road on this.
I don't want to know.
He's got the whole thing.
We've got to get you a stripper
shining shoes
lady
on a
or
farm?
something with
Shining shoes on a
Thanks,
bib
Pat.
overalls, no undershirt.
Unless they're horseshoes.
Shining shoes in the barn.
These overalls that don't have any fabric softener, they're so stiff. Do you mind if I take these off while I shine your shoes?
So now, someone can. Your fantasy is for a woman to shine your shoes
In a
naked
barn.
in a barn.
No. This is I'm saying.
That's what you just said.
No, I'm trying to describe how Christy's dressed today. She looks like the woman from that joke. And she is in, of course, the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. This is Tom speaking. That's Ace. There's Chick. There's Josh. We're in the big room.
Yes.
But then Willie's in the little room over there behind the glass.
Hey.
And Jess Hooker is apparently in this building, but in a different room. I have no idea where
That's
she
right.
is.
Yes,
Good to see you. Just look, I like your hair that way. It looks very nice.
She's right around the corner.
Pat, your hair looks nice as well.
Oh, it's beautiful.
When's the last time you put the shoe polish in it?
3 days ago.
Okay, it looks very nice.
Pat, can you please lay Tom down on the ground or something? It's really wigging me out how he's looking over your
Oh,
shoulder.
that's my cardboard cutout.
That cardboard cutout is just wigging me out, man.
Once again, if there's some pretty humorous stuff with cardboard cutouts in Major League Baseball, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so we got our own.
There's the guy from Weekend at Bernie's, the corpse that got one of those.
Terry Kaiser.
Was that in Cincinnati? No, that was in Kansas City.
Kansas City, the Royals.
And then Cincinnati had the guy's brother got a cardboard cutout of the sonogram. Hilarious. And the fact that they put it in the C section of the stadium, just brilliant move. Now
They should get a cardboard cutout of the guy who stands up in the Naked Gun and goes, "It's Enrico Palazzo." He's pointing.
That's a baseball game, too.
Yes, exactly.
that's a perfect fit.
Yes.
Of a very good idea, Josh. Oh, telephone. Can you grab
Hello,
that,
Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, sir?
Donnie.
I'm good. Tom, might be your lucky day. My mom Phyllis has access to a Kiwi shine box, and we got a mini barn out back.
Yeah, go get your shine box.
Dreams come true.
Yeah, nothing good happens in a mini barn, though. You know, because I've been way into watching these true crime documentaries on
Yes.
Netflix lately.
Oh, yeah.
Mini barns, boiler rooms, and bus stops are all bad. I watched this one the other day called True Confessions, caught on tapes, where the police got people to admit to crimes they didn't even do. I swear to God.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I ain't never admitting to nothing in life I did do, let alone stuff I ain't even guilty of. But you know, man, the cops on this show are like master interrogators. They'll take your words, rejumble them all around, then say them back to you different, you know, just to get your brain all scrambled. The next thing you know, you're confessing to stealing someone's sleeper sofa or admitting to embezzling funds from the PTA. Oh, I swear to God. And the thing I've learned the most watching these shows is if an ex of yours ever turns up dead, it don't matter if it's girlfriend or wife, husband, if you happen to be home watching TV all night by yourself when it happened, you're going to jail for murder one.
Yep.
And the fact remains, you better hope when the murder took place, you were at a strip club all night, tipping the girls with traceable $2 bills so they remember your face. It's your only chance.
Good point.
Hell, after watching all these CSI shows, I'm starting to think maybe O.J. didn't do it now. Because, first of all, he had nothing to gain. I mean, half the wives in Hollywood were dating waiters, and they didn't all turn up dead. I think what happened was Nicole and Cato, she was kicking him out of the pool house, and remember, and then O.J. went and, well, you know what we was told. I'm thinking about writing a book on tape calling it The Dick Who Lives in the Pool House Did It. Because there's just as much proof on that end. Oh, and another thing I learned watching these shows, some people don't get lawyers because they don't want to look guilty. And each time they end up being way more guilty.
Well.
If the police ever call me down to the station, guilty or not, my first call is going to be the law offices of Peter Francis DeRacy. Swear to God.
I think he's a bankruptcy attorney, actually.
Either him or that sledgehammer dude.
Yeah.
Got options. The foremost thing I learned watching these shows is that there's sperm eggs everywhere. It only takes them turning on one black light to have your DNA and evidence. You got sperm eggs on ceiling fans. Once you have their sperm eggs on a microwave, chances are, wherever you are right now, you're probably sitting on dried sperm eggs.
Ugh. That's true.
No.
Spoiler alert, speaking of that, never, ever look under a computer desk at public library. Josh, it sort of looks like someone spilled a vanilla shake and left it to dry.
Hang up on him.
He's got to go.
I'm sorry.
Hey, the NFL Referees Association, that's right, the NFLRA has reached an agreement with the NFL for health protections along with a program allowing game and replay officials to opt out of the season, much like the players can. The association announced yesterday the NFLRA's board of directors unanimously endorsed the plan. Members will review the details today in a video conference call. Officials will be given until Thursday to opt out for a $30,000 payment with a job guaranteed next season. The deal also gives officials protections if they test positive during the season or show symptoms after arriving for a game.
Are we going to do our craft song?
Can't work.
Oh, no. Let's get back to the... Thank you,
Speaking of cheese, the Cheeseheads in Green Bay, they're not going to be allowed into Lambeau Field. They've announced for the first 2 home games of the 2020 NFL season, for sure, the first 2, they don't know how they're going to continue through the season, but for now, first 2 seasons, no fans.
First 2 games, yes.
First 2 games, iconic Lambeau Field.
Okay, well, speaking of cheese,
all the Cheeseheads.
This is the perfect way to segue this. We had a story about mac and cheese, and the company Kraft is trying to now market it for breakfast. And as someone who has little kids, if they're going to eat mac and cheese for breakfast, good. Anything to get them to eat anything at this point. And we asked Pat to come up with a song about turning mac and cheese into a breakfast food. And this was the challenge on Friday. And Pat, you had a pretty good response. I'd like you to play it.
She said, "What do you want this morning?" I said, "I want lovin'." She said she meant food. She said, "I could make some fried eggs or cook you up some bacon." I said, "Can you do it in the nude?" And then I said, "What about breakfast with mac and cheese?" She said, "I think I can probably make that." And I said, "We should probably get high first, and after that, can you give me a handy? I'm horny and hungry, but mostly horny."
So horny.
He can't help himself, He's trying to slip it in.
Thank you very much, Pat. Speaking of horny, I think you got this is the perfect segue here.
You want me to do it, don't you? Last February, Toronto Blue Jays catcher Reese McGuire was arrested for allegedly masturbating in his car outside of a strip mall in Dunedin, Florida.
Feverishly.
Playing in his first game since his February arrest, McGuire walked up to the plate last Thursday as the organist for the Atlanta Braves. Will you let me get the sentence out? He's so excited.
He can't contain himself, Chick.
Yes, they played Beat It.
They did it.
Walked up to the plate.
They did.
No.
Oh, this is so great. The guy gets up and they play this one.
Unbelievable.
That's not very nice.
Well, could have been worse.
Could have been worse?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What?
They could have played this one.
What is this?
Happy Jack wasn't told, but he wasn't.
Happy Jack.
What?
A classic from The Who.
I've never heard that song.
You haven't
in my
heard Happy
life.
Never heard Happy Jack?
You've not missed
No.
a thing. Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's a great song.
I'm sorry.
We have the actual audio clip of this guy doing that.
And on a night when the Braves would love, as you said, Jeff, some length out of their starter,
Yep, they're playing.
he's thrown 28 pitches and he has 1 out to get in the 3rd.
Well, I think they'd love some length, but also
Oh, he just realized what happened.
Yeah, he just realized they were playing Beat It as they're trying to be very. This is a serious baseball game.
Yeah,
these are serious baseball.
McGuire apologized profusely for his actions, saying, "quote I've realized that I made a mistake having my pants down and doing what I was doing."
Well, you're doing with your pants up would be.
He received absolutely no help with his press release.
Wow.
McGuire eventually forced to pay fines and fees over it all. After cutting a deal with prosecutors, he ended up finishing Thursday's game 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Blue Jays lost to the Braves 4-3.
So he did better in his car.
Yeah.
Does it say what he was charged with? Was it like indecent exposure? Or?
Probably.
Is this something you guys do?
No.
I didn't.
This is quite rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, a baseball player, that he shouldn't have to do that.
No.
It seems, there's something going on, I think.
He should be able to get something good.
The announcer said, it's a little high and outside his pants as he goes for the, how embarrassing. Well, he was charged with carjacking, of course.
Certainly, yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
Anybody ever caught?
Caught what? Doing that?
Caught enjoying yourself?
No.
Not necessarily in car, but anywhere.
No.
No, close calls, but no.
I have a friend who stands by the fact that he caught me, but it's a hill I will die on that he did not catch me. He just caught me in bed, but he says, my old roommate Colin.
But he says.
But it's not the case.
It's not. He just came in. It was night. I was using my phone in bed. He said I sort of feverishly looked at him and I go, what? What's the big deal? And
what were you watching on your phone?
I was just on my phone. What are you? You're not the judge of this.
I apparently walked in on my roommate at one point. He didn't have to say anything because I had no idea. I had forgotten my wallet or something. I left. I went to my car, went back in.
Boy, he was in a hurry.
And he was sitting in the living room couch.
Oh, that's
and he had a blanket over him.
Oh, my.
And just as I walked in, he goes, you caught me. You caught me. Oh, you caught me.
Why did he tell on himself?
I think he thought I knew, and I had no clue. He would have been totally fine.
Oh, and then Josh, this leads me. One time I came back from vacation and I go to the living room and there was just there's a few things, there's like a joint on the table. There's a leftover beer on the table, and then there's lotion sitting on the coffee table. And I go, why is there lotion on the coffee table? He goes, it's no big, there's just, what are you talking about? Why is there lotion on the what were you doing with the lotion on the coffee table?
Wow. I didn't get caught, but I did get in trouble from that same roommate when I came home one day, and he was so mad at me, and he goes, I want you to come over here and look at this. And I walked over, and he handed me the remote, and he goes, now go clean that.
Josh, you monster.
I had no idea. I something about married the remote.
You got a little hair gel on there?
I thought it was like a faux pas to do that in the public space when you have roommates.
It was the only room where we had, I think, a DVD player.
Well, there you go. I have one slightly different. When I was a freshman in college, the roommate was in the same room. These were small rooms in New York City, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and my roommate was grinding away on his girlfriend.
Yeah,
and they didn't know that they thought I was dead asleep. So I just waited. Then when everything was
start clapping.
No, I wasn't.
You waited.
Everything was over. When they were all finished, I just went. Words were never spoken.
You didn't clap or anything?
No,
Say,
all I did was just go. I waited till everything was finished. Never mentioned it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that was rough.
Heard all of it.
I got fired for doing that.
Yeah, you did.
Remember that?
That's right. That's
announcer for the NFL team, and they had the camera caught two people kissing. And I went, and then my parking space started getting farther and farther from the stadium.
Why was that such a bad thing to do?
I do not know.
You drew the slightest bit of attention to it?
We're the NFL, pal.
Oh, man.
So do you think that, once again, the story that we're talking about, this this guy from the Toronto Blue Jays who was caught masturbating in his car. And it was in Atlanta, right? And the Braves organist plays Beat It. Do you think they'll alert the other organists in the various places not to do stuff like that? Or will they just
I would imagine a memo's been issued, probably, yeah.
I think the organist can play whatever they want.
Happy Jack would be a classic.
No one would get it.
It's a bit narrow cast.
No, but those that get it.
Well, for the 9 people that like it.
Everyone knows Beat It.
Well, what about The Stroke or
Turning Japanese?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them they could do. But
Hold on loosely.
Is that what that's about?
Yeah, you mean you don't want to squeeze too tightly or you're going to lose control.
That's right.
I had no idea.
Well, of course.
Is that what that's about?
No, that's not what it's about.
Not what it's about.
But it can also be about it.
But turning Japanese is about that.
Yes.
See, I'm not convinced on this.
No?
You're not?
Because the song is all about taking pictures and taking pictures. I've always thought it was playing on the stereotype of Asian people with their cameras.
I think it's playing in the stereotype of squinting your eyes.
Yeah.
Which in today's world would be
well, of course.
certainly frowned upon.
Well, both of these are all those stereotypes.
I thought you went blind.
No, you do it till you just need glasses.
No, Christy, I think if you look at any medical book, first you get really hairy palms.
Right.
Yeah. Then you go blind.
Gotcha.
Okay. Just read some medical stuff, would you?
Sorry.
Chick, that's why you got LASIK, right?
That's right. I had to get LASIK so I can start all over again.
Fresh new start.
Now, you got to be glad about one thing, Chick.
What?
Maybe two things.
How's it about? Why
First, you got your heart fixed by these brilliant surgeons and doctors.
Yeah.
And secondly, the role of the chronic masturbator has been passed from you over to Josh.
And I am glad about that.
I mean, you remember Masturbation, the classic?
And sitting here and seeing him being talked about in that, it is entertaining for me. I see why people loved it when you did it with me.
Okay. When we come back, we're going to do a special dedication to Jordan Hooper, who's finishing up his chemo, and he's an awesome guy. We got something special for you coming up, Jordan, when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, Chick McGee here at the old compound. And they want me to tell you about bobandtom.com, where you can join and be a Bob and Tom VIP. And all the swell stuff that you get to be a part of because you're a VIP.
What kind of stuff?
All sorts of things.
Like what?
There are club meetings, and there are decoder rings, and and secret handshakes. And also go to bobandtomstore.com, where you can get Bob and Tom hats and sweatshirts, t-shirts, and shorts, socks. We have socks. I'm not sure about the socks. But, bobandtomstore.com for Bob and Tom stuff, and then bobandtom.com to join the VIP. The VIP, you also get the Off the Air podcast. Come on by and visit, okay? bobandtom.com, bobandtomstore.com.
Desk, and we'll have more coming up right after this on Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. American Colin Morikawa has become a first-time major champion by winning at San Francisco's Harding Park. The 23-year-old closed with a 6-under 64 to win the PGA Championship by 2 strokes over Paul Casey and third-round leader Dustin Johnson. Morikawa was tied with Casey before an eagle on the par 4 16. He closed with consecutive pars for a 13-under total. Johnson fell behind with a bogey on the par 5 14. He also was second in last year's PGA Championship, 3 months after his runner-up finish at the Masters. College football players from across the country united in an attempt to save a season being threatened by the pandemic and ensure they won't be left out of the big decisions anymore after Clemson star Trevor Lawrence sparked a movement by tweeting, "We want to play." He was contacted by a player activist from Michigan, and in a couple hours, hashtag "We want to play" was merged with hashtag "We are united." Not only do they want to play, but they want to create a players association for college football. Good luck with that. The Columbus Blue Jackets have closed out their NHL qualifying round series with a 3-0 shutout of the Maple Leafs, knocking Toronto out of the postseason. The Washington Capitals and Dallas Stars won their NHL round-robin games to take the third seed in their respective conference playoffs. And another St. Louis Cardinals series has been postponed while the team continues dealing with a COVID-19 outbreak. The upcoming 3-game series with the Pirates scheduled to begin Monday canceled. It's the Cardinals' 11th, 12th, and 13th game to be derailed by the outbreak. The Cardinals haven't played since July 30th. Great. All right, that's a look at your sports update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Real quick, we apparently have a windbag letter.
Okay.
Don't you have it?
Oh, yes, I do. I do have a windbag here. It comes to us from Dwayne Weaver. I hate to break it to you, but there is no Jiffy peanut butter. There is Jif and Skippy.
Oh.
So your Jiffy didn't exist at all, much less in a glass jar.
Wow. Well, if I could explain to the Dreamweaver.
We don't even know if it was Jiffy.
Of course, it wasn't even peanut butter.
How do we
And
know
now,
that?
comedy murder by facts.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
My God, you mean you've got a Rex?
Yes, we've got a Rex. He's right over there.
Oh my gosh, look at him. He's huge. How old is he?
Oh, at least 65. You know, we don't even know for sure.
This summer, you won't believe your eyes. From Steven Spielberg, the story of a theme park that time forgot. Geriatric Park.
Hey, Rex, come over here.
Hey, what's it?
We found Rex wandering around the mall early one morning. He's been here since the inception of Geriatric Park.
Hey, what you talking?
What's he doing with that metal device?
Well, it's some sort of apparatus that we believe he uses to hunt. Oh, watch him when it makes that beeping sound.
Hey, look at that. A shiny new penny. Hey, yo, Creamer. Hey, what's she?
Come along, let's get in the tram and I'll show you the other pavilion.
Oh, my gosh, a 63 Buick. I haven't seen one of these things in years.
Yes, it's to make them feel as if they're in their natural habitat.
Hey, your left turn signal's stuck on.
We found they like it that way.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole herd of them. Where are they heading?
It's feeding time. They're going to the smorgasbord cafeteria. We find that for some reason they like the meal more if they wait in line and the food is set out under bright light.
Are they herbivores or carnivores?
Well, they're mostly herbivores, although we discovered that if we cut the meat up into little pieces for them, they enjoy it more.
Oh my gosh. Doctor, look over here at these tracks. Is this some sort of quadruped?
No, those are just walker tracks. You'll see those quite often. Now, let's head over.
No, look out! That big one's attacking!
You! Where's my World's Fair spoon? I want my spoon! Come here, boy!
Hold on, I'll distract him. Hey, look over there. It's Victim 100. Thank you, handsome. 7:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You're welcome, handsome.
Oh, we agree on
Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah, that is awful. We're not doing that again.
Show business.
Christy Lee, can you do your Southern gal doing the weather?
Hey, y'all. Q95 weather brought to you by CarX. Few thunderstorms possible, mix of sun and clouds, high 87. We have a big thunderstorm moving through right now. Right at 72 degrees.
Thank you very much. And as you heard, you can keep listening for things like that to win some cash. Let's see, where were we? Welcome back. It's the Bob and Tom Show in the big room. Ace, Chick, Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. This is Tom speaking. Then in the various glass booths around the building, we have Willie G over there, Patty G over there. We're looking at him on the big screen. Then Jess Hooker over there. She's in a different part of the building. I have no idea where she is.
Part of the house,
yeah.
And then Christy Lee with her beautiful Madras.
Hey, Tommy.
I love that shirt.
I bought it just for you.
It's so nice, colorful.
It's
and
really
sweet.
pretty.
And it was on sale for $9. Don't you love it, Jess? When people say that to you, they'll go, "Oh, that's a great shirt. Yeah, I got it on sale for $9."
Yep, always.
Got it at Target.
Yep.
No, I didn't. But
I like
I'm
it when
just saying.
that's nice though, and especially if someone looks great, you go, "Wow, that's great," and they just say, "Oh, by the way, yeah, I got it or whatever."
Yeah.
I can't imagine you saying that.
Yeah, no, and then my dad goes, I've actually never bought anything on sale.
Exact opposite. I don't know. I'm going to get
Although
attacked.
I can go into any department store, clothing store, and pick out the most expensive item in that store.
But not on
not
purpose.
trying.
Not trying at all. Just here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's $8.95. $8? No, $895.
See, I think there are a lot of people that have that exact skill. Finding the most expensive thing.
You want to elaborate on that?
Hey, shut up. Don't worry about this. What the hell's your problem?
What divorces are for?
No, but it's a matter of having a good eye, Christy.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm above my means all the time.
No, I've got a really good true story. My sister Jan is a pretty famous fashion model. When Jan was interviewing, she was a substitute teacher. No, she was what do they call it? A student teacher.
Yep.
In Flint, Michigan. And they did a thing on Real People, and they did a picture of Jan, and she ended up becoming a fashion model because after they saw her. But
big one, like
she went to interview in New York City with the famous Eileen Ford. Eileen Ford said,
Henry Ford's
that is right. It's just a beautiful outfit. Where'd you get that? And she literally said, "This is from Kresge." Which was that
the dime store at
that
the time.
era's
Kresge.
So it's all a matter of having the eye.
Yeah.
So chick, you always dress well. I didn't realize
you do dress well.
Pick the most expensive item.
I got a little washable merino this morning. If you want to talk about
it.
There's Dan Marino.
No, it's spelled differently. Tom Merino wool, I think.
Oh, like Rita Moreno.
That's no.
Rita Moreno.
This went.
If Rita Moreno married Dan Marino, she'd be Rita Moreno.
Moreno.
And it's her
much better at rehearsal, don't you think?
Yeah, the table read was much better this morning.
Much better. Yeah, everybody.
I like Marino and Moreno.
Chick, this picture in here of you, you got a great outfit on, and it's a great picture of you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Love the jacket.
Yeah, the army jacket and
that was 20 years ago.
A pea coat?
The gray quarter jacket. Yeah.
No, that was just a couple years ago.
That wasn't 20 years ago.
A year ago. That's, once again, we have all of the cardboard cutouts of everybody.
That was 20 years ago. Said Ace.
Yeah.
The Mr. Slim Cosby. That's right. I forgot about Ace. Yeah.
No, Ace is the one that knows the price of everything. Because you're Mr. Coupon.
I will say during this pandemic, when I go grocery shopping, I don't save a lot of money anymore.
Why is that?
They're not great sales anymore, and
okay, well,
you have to buy what you can get.
Well,
we're all making sacrifices.
It's kind of like a treasure hunt nowadays, isn't it?
I even bought
something.
your favorite pasta sauce.
You bought the
Rayo?
Yeah.
Rayo?
It's good stuff.
Rayo.
You found that on sale?
No.
Oh,
is it Rayo?
It is Rayo.
Yeah. R-A-O. That's the best.
Rayo.
That's the best. Did you? Was it worth the extra money? Did you like it? What do you mean, no?
It wasn't.
It's good.
Don't you
Ace
realize
is the only one of us that doesn't care for it.
You realize how good a pasta sauce would have to be to justify the price Ace pays for it? He's a big guy. He's a big bottom line guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I find the best deals I get is when I shoplift.
Oh, phenomenal. It's amazing how much you save, isn't it?
Yeah, I shat too.
Josh, look, just because you've been here 4 years doesn't mean you can't pronounce words correctly. Shop. Try saying it now.
Yeah, Chick, you did.
Actually said shave and save. Yeah,
that's right.
Chick, you did miss the rest of Josh's not birthday week celebration, anniversary week
4 year
celebration.
anniversary on the show.
Yeah,
He's been working hard here, Chick. 4 years.
I can imagine.
A lot of sacrifices he's made. He's a real hero around here.
Thank you very much, Willie. It's nice to be recognized.
And we had cake. Now,
I think I got some of the cake, actually.
Okay.
I know you did.
Pat, are you ready for your new song?
Yeah, it was finished hours ago.
Okay, well, we should get to
We
that.
haven't gotten to the mac and cheese song.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we just did it.
Yeah, we did.
How'd I miss that?
Well, you weren't paying attention.
Like you were probably shopping for bargains like that shirt you're wearing.
And when I hear Pat go, okay, here we go. I tune out.
It was like a full 2 minutes.
Sorry, Pat.
It's okay.
I have dementia.
You'll listen the next time.
Now, the challenge was we picked a song out of today's headlines. excuse me, a topic from today's headlines. And we can do the story later.
German nudist? Oh, I can do it.
Okay, go ahead. This is from the International Newswire.
German nudist has gone viral after he was photographed chasing after a wild boar that had stolen his laptop. The images shared to social media show the naked guy running after a sow and her 2 piglets while amused visitors at Berlin's Devil's Lake look on.
This guy is quite a corpulent fellow.
Adele Landauer, who says she took the pictures, explained the pigs first helped themselves to somebody's pizza before grabbing the man's bag. She said that when the nudist...
by bag, you mean...
satchel.
The satchel that his laptop was in.
Not his scrotum.
Well, he's the nudist.
Well, if they had grabbed
if you say, hey, a nudist grabbed my bag, Jesus, that had to hurt.
Where's my ball sack?
She said that when the nudist realized what had happened, he, quote, gave his all and was able to recover his bag or satchel. Landauer added, when he came back with his yellow bag in hand, we all clapped and congratulated him for his success. She said the man gave her permission to share the pictures, saying he had laughed loudly at them.
The best way to enjoy this fat guy running after the pig is to have this music in the background.
I love no nonsense, Tom. Here's music that goes with a fat guy running after a pig. Here we go. Just hit the button, baby. Yeah.
Okay, so but it was at a German nudist camp apparently.
Yes.
So
and Godwin's written a song about this?
Yeah, so we did.
Oh, well, I'm German now, Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that
what's your name again?
Nidvaschen, last name. First name, Hans. Hans Nidvaschen.
Hans.
That went better with the previous story. Really.
That went better with the...
Maybe you should become Hair Scrotum or something.
Well, we can also call him Hair Needs Washing.
Needs washing. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I express myself through my instrument, as you know.
Yes.
And when I'm done with that, I pick up accordion and I write song.
Good.
That's
I
nice.
love the accordion.
Are you ready to go on
Yes.
story?
Little squeeze box.
I was minding my own business at the nudist camp, lying on my backside, but was getting damp. Then I saw a big pig, no, not Helga with tramp stamp. It was und boar with my laptop. I am chasing gut leg cramp. This is called run after wild boar. Polka, sing with me if you can. Run after wild boar. He's got my laptop. I'm nude. Run after wild boar. He probably thought it was food. Now I'm sprinting through the village. Yes. Dragging your bratwurst is lewd. I am naked chasing wild boar, and now cops start chasing me too. Run after wild boar polka. Thank you. Donka, donka, donka.
Thank you.
You know what's interesting about the video? Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden he's running through people that are dressed. So it's not like the naked.
There must be like a naked section, and then the boar.
Because there are families and people sitting.
Oh man!
Yeah, there are people.
Here comes this naked guy.
People having a picnic, and Fatso comes running by chasing a pig.
He has a little bit of a belly. I will say that.
Is he real fat like Tom is suggesting, or is he just?
He has a bit of a belly. He's not real fat like 500 pounds.
You don't have to worry about seeing his male member. It's covered by a big flap.
Oh.
Poor guy.
Would you, under any circumstance, for any reason at all,
go to a nudist camp?
Maybe amount of money, be nude in a nudist camp?
No, God, no.
God,
really?
No, that's
I do it real quick.
Me too.
I'm into that. I like having my shirt off. My shirt's off almost all the time when I get out. I get out of here, I pop that thing off right at 10:30 a.m.
Sun's out, guns out, baby.
Jess, you'd like to go to a nudist camp?
Yeah, I would go for sure. I would try at least once, or a beach or something. Yeah.
Huh?
Beach, you got to be careful.
Why?
Jellyfish?
Oh, the sand.
Yeah.
So you got sand. You got there's areas you don't want to get the sun on.
Yeah, you got to worry about riptides and currents.
They had me splayed out. They had me splayed out in the operating thing with okay, we got to get to everything, so I'm just laying there. It's showtime, baby.
Would you do a nudist thing, Chick?
I don't know.
Now, when you were getting the surgery the other day, were you wide awake when they were getting you ready?
When they started, I was wide awake.
So you were awake for the shaving, right?
No, well, they shave you before they even take you back. That's part of it.
They don't do the shaving in the operating theater?
No.
So you were definitely awake for that.
Because
that's pregame, baby.
It's way hairy, man.
Anything twitch?
While she was shaving?
Yeah.
Get a little tingle down there?
Yep. And,
I call this the barber pole.
my doctor said, "How you doing?" And I went, "Oh."
Okay, I want to get back to the surgery when we come back. And is that sports, by the way?
Yeah, like a half hour.
Okay, good. We'll get back to this. And it's all coming up. And we understand we have one more sports story.
Well, Pat's going to do the German song again.
Okay, good. I like that very much.
Or did he just do it? I'm sorry.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Chime in with an email. Send to Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. I can't sleep. I have to say this all night long.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, by the way, I got Junior Windbag myself right here because I was talking about the Black Moods, how you can go to bobandtom.com and watch the videos of them playing their song Sunshine and their other song Throwing Shade. I said one of the songs was at number 18 on the Billboard chart. Apparently, I got the song wrong. My apologies. The Black Moods, you can still go and see their videos. They're right there at bobandtom.com performing the songs Sunshine and Throwing Shade. One of those two songs was number 18 on the charts. You can figure it out. But you can go watch the videos right now at bobandtom.com. More of the show coming up on Bob and Tom 24/7. And please, Junior Windbag me anytime.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Well, there are a few visible signs of the coronavirus pandemic that's changing the world at the massive annual motorcycle rally in Sturgis, South Dakota. The scene Saturday was familiar to veterans of the event, now in its 80th year, with throngs of maskless bikers packing the streets. The sheer numbers raise the prospect that this year's rally could spread the virus in a state with no special limits on indoor crowds, no mask mandates, and a governor who's eager to welcome visitors and their money. Republican Governor Kristi Noem is taking a largely hands-off approach to the pandemic, avoiding a mask mandate and preaching personal responsibility. Indonesia's rumbling Mount Sinabung has erupted with a column of volcanic materials shooting high into the sky. Thick ash accumulated in villages. People fled earlier due to Sinabung's danger. Motorists about 12 miles away were using their headlights to see through the ash. The volcano was dormant for centuries before springing back to life in 2010. And a German nudist has had the last laugh after giving chase to a wild boar that ran off with a bag containing his laptop. Pictures posted on social media show the naked guy running after a sow and her two piglets to the mirth of fellow bathers at Berlin's Tufelice. Adele Laudauer, who says she took the pictures, wrote the man gave it his all. Laudauer said spectators clapped when he returned with the yellow bag. She later showed the man the pictures and he laughed loudly and authorized them to be published. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Speaking of Sweet Caroline, this is how it's done now. Hands. Washing hands. There'll be no reaching out. No touching me. And no touching you. You can't sing Sweet Caroline.
Bob and Tom. Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
A happy song. It's a world of buns. It's a world of boobs. It's a world of firm, perfect babes and dudes. It's for you. It's for me. It's on cable TV. It's a porn world after all. They show breasts now in almost all the flicks, but the women are mad because they don't show men. From the day you are born, you're bombarded with porn. It's a porn world after all. Everybody, it's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world after all. It's a porn world. There's a lot of strange ways to make a buck, but those porno stars, they get paid too much. They would sit on the face of the whole human race. It's a porn world after
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, is there anybody new in the Mad TV repertoire? Have they asked you to come up with somebody?
I don't think there's, mostly it's funny because President Bush and John, it used to be John Madden would be like 50, 60% of my act. And now the Bush stuff is just these little observations that I've made on him. Like he gets to the end of the sentence and he can't quite think of that last word.
95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Thunderstorms in and around all day today. Look for a high of 87. You will see some peaks of sunshine, however. That stands for tonight, too, low down to 70, and tomorrow with more thunderstorms possible on a high of 86. 72 currently.
Joshy, what's going on over there?
Well, sports are back, which means FanDuel Sportsbook up and running, America's #1 sportsbook app. It's easy to use, and once you win, FanDuel pays out in as little as 24 hours. Place your first bet risk-free. Place any bet you want and get up to $500 back if you don't win. Right now, place a $50 pregame moneyline wager and earn a $3 bonus and site credit for each three-pointer your team makes in the game, maximum $50. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Be sure to sign up with promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 years and older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for terms and restrictions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, FanDuel. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Ace, there's Chick, I'm Tom, that's Josh. There's Christy in the next room, Willie in a different room, Jess in a different room, and Pat Godwin in a different room.
Yeah.
Wow. These rooms. And now a poem. Thank you very
All
much.
these rooms.
Okay. Other voices, other rooms. A little bit of a Truman Capote.
Tom's insanity.
Okay. Now, what's going on here? We have been talking about a number of interesting things. Before we get back to them,
yes,
we've been talking about Chick's little foray into the surgical theater.
Stent placement, yes.
Got the stent put in, feeling good?
Sure.
Stent number 8, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What is the record, I wonder? Let's look.
I don't know.
Do they just put stents in the heart region, or do they put them other places?
I don't know, dude.
I would think they'd
put them anywhere to keep an artery open.
It's like a little, looks like those springs inside a pen.
A little bit, yeah.
And it holds everything together there.
And I can still go through security. No problem there.
There's actually a Guinness World Record, Chick.
Oh, am I close? Am I close?
For the most coronary stent implants.
Yeah.
Wow.
It apparently was set by Emil Lowen from August 8th to 2006 at 34.
Whoa.
34.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even 25% of the way there, Tom.
No, you got a long way to go.
Man, oh, man.
Well, I'm glad you're doing well.
Yes.
Yikes. Right now, I want to...
You'd be all stented.
Send this one out to a guy who's doing great now. He's Jordan Hooper.
Yeah.
And he's a deputy for the Brown County Sheriff's Department in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
How now, Brown County?
Special hello, Hoops. There's the Hoops group if you want to find out how he's doing. And so I thought what we'd do is play a tribute to Hoops.
All right.
That somehow this will backfire and be insulting. So I need to remind everyone this is not referencing anyone in Deputy Hooper's life at all. Okay. So this is not about him or his family.
Okay. Good.
Have we backed it off enough? Are we cool?
Either that or we drew more attention to the fact that this could be insulting.
Okay, good. Sorry about that, Jordan. Here you go. Congrats on doing great. Here we go. Now, this is a little something I should say from our friend Tim Cavanaugh.
I hear that your mother's a big Hornets fan. And on the street, she's looking for $2 tickets. Every time I see her, she's in heat. Uniform shorts. And the whole 7th Fleet agrees she's a great Lakers supporter. Your mother says she loves to sleep with you. Draw jazz tickets on her nightstand next to her Kleenex. She says there's nothing wrong sleeping with any of her sons. Autographed jerseys she brought home from Phoenix. Your mother's got a fine National Basketball Association jacket. She loves to get her hands on a guy's sack. Sacramento Kings tickets. When she talks, she's totally full of bull statistics. It's too bad she's always high on crack. It's too bad she's always high on crack.
Tim Cavanaugh, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Deputy Hooper, that's has nothing to do with anyone you know or have ever seen.
No.
Okay, just well,
Timmy C.
Do you want to get a hoops connection there? We probably should have researched
Timmy
that.
C.
Probably should have researched that a little heavier. Thank you very much. Now, where were we?
I'm going to news. Christy.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were talking NBA.
Well, thank goodness somebody. Well, I think this will be a good. I got this, Jake. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, gang. Larry King here.
Hey, Larry, I hope you got an NBA story for me.
You know, I do. I'm not sure about you cats, but I just love watching the NBA games at Disney World. Don't you? I mean, really? Sure, like everyone, I was hoping to see the Mickey Mouse committing a flagrant foul or Pluto peeing on a referee's leg. But all in all, I've been impressed by the quality of the play. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I was on my elementary school basketball team at PS 103. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No idea.
Yeah, 103 was not just the name of our school. It was also the number of points we allowed per game. We were terrible. We played defense like the French Army in World War II. Now, I was the point guard, sucker blue. And I mean, on our team, that meant I just pointed at faster players as they drove by me. I remember yelling to my teammates, someone trip that guy. I wasn't very good. I never knew what was going on. For one thing, I didn't understand basketball terminology. I'll never forget. The coach asked me at the first practice, how are you at ball handling? And I said, well, I know how to put on a jock strap, if that's what you mean. That little joke. Anyway, I guess that's why I appreciate the NBA. The players are great. But, you know, I've also been impressed by the fans in Orlando. You know you're really into the game when you get excited, and suddenly your head balloons up to twice its original size. Side salad.
It really didn't affect it either way there, Larry.
That's right. Big heads on the sidelines, you see, is what I'm saying. Somebody told me that these are so-called virtual fans.
Yes, that's correct.
Which I find perplexing. I have a decent understanding of modern technology, but I couldn't even find the term virtual fan when I consulted my search engine, Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves, yeah.
In fact, I couldn't even find Ask Jeeves on my BlackBerry. You know, you shouldn't drink before you call. I'm just
you got a BlackBerry, do you?
I better go do some wind sprints to the bathroom before I start dribbling. I gotta go. This is Larry King. I'm out. God, pour me another one, Fernando.
Ask Jeeves. Got a BlackBerry.
Yeah, both.
Embracing contemporary technology.
Boy, remember Ask Jeeves? That didn't take off, did it?
Remember Web Crawler?
No.
Sure. Yeah.
Where was I?
Web Crawler.
We have.
Today is August 10th, 2020.
Yeah.
Today I have something for everyone. Today is National Spoil Your Dog Day. We all can do that.
Okay.
It's National Lazy Day.
Love that.
You can do that.
For Josh, it's National Book Lovers Day.
Oh, yeah. Someone else reads. Bit of an egghead.
And for Tommy, it's National S'mores Day.
Oh.
Made s'mores on the grill over the weekend.
Well, you also do it again today.
A lot of protestations about this.
Protestations.
Yes.
That's a word.
A lot of protesting until they were done.
Why was there protest?
They wanted to put them in the microwave?
No, I was doing some grilling, and the secret is you take a pair of scissors.
Here we
Yes.
And you cut the marshmallows in half.
Oh, you
Yeah.
butterfly them, sure.
And then you exactly and
Like
then
a nice fillet.
And then you put 4 half marshmallows per half graham cracker. And then you put the chocolate on the other graham cracker, put them on the grill. Nice. Got to be careful it's not too hot.
Wait a minute. 4 half mushrooms?
Yeah. How have you made s'mores boring?
Yeah, you
So
suck the life out of it.
certainly you put them on a piece of foil or something. You don't want those marks from the grill on your s'more.
I think you do.
Yes, you do.
No, you
want a
don't.
grilled s'more.
They taste like hamburgers.
Well, theoretically you've cleaned.
You know, s'mores are made by a campfire with a stick, and you get the marshmallow hot, and then you throw it on
I bet
the
the
chocolate.
quality of these was right on.
Yeah,
I bet it
and
wasn't.
everyone was screaming. They weren't going to eat them, and then when they came out,
Willie, were you there?
I wasn't there, but when you think of s'mores, you think of the fun memories by the campfire.
yeah.
You don't think
I
of the
know.
time. Yeah, my dad made us do it on the grill, and then afterwards he said, "I told you I was right."
Exactly.
We're trying to create family memories here.
You are going to like this some more, damn it.
Shove it down your throat,
They were
Missy.
delicious because the chocolate and the marshmallows.
Well, yeah.
I bet they were perfectly
And
done.
plus, since you've got 2 marshmallows per half graham cracker,
That's
you
too
get
much.
very heavy marshmallow taste. It's
Okay.
delicious. Everyone ate. In fact, I had to make extras after.
So you have 2 marshmallows per s'more.
well,
Yeah.
No,
4
technically he just split
halves?
one in half.
No, 4.
You take half a graham cracker.
Right.
Then you take 2 marshmallows and cut them in half. So you've got 4.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I can make
I'm already
arrangements to do
way
it
too
here.
deep into
No,
it.
there's no reason to.
Put the chocolate on there. Oh, it's good.
I dare you to make s'mores here.
Just give me the Hershey bar. That's kind of where I'm at.
Oh, really? Oh, that's exciting.
It is. It's tasty.
Do you take the Hershey bar, take off the paper, and just...
Boy, when was the last time you ate a whole Hershey bar? It
Never.
It hurts.
Your teeth kind of hurt at that one point.
Afterwards, you're like, why did I do that?
When it's part of a s'more, it's well worth it.
Yeah, all right.
You gotta have it bleeding over the edges. And
Yeah, I bet it was a very well made.
Oh, I will tell you one thing.
I don't care for marshmallows.
It did catch fire.
Oh, okay.
It did?
Yeah. Yeah, something dripped down. All of a sudden, had all these flames. I'm frantically with the spatula.
Do you have your squirter bottle, though? Just a squirter bottle, just in case?
No, you just move it. Just move the s'more away.
Really?
They were delicious.
You're a
Now,
firebug.
speaking of us, family celebratory things, how about celebrating something with your sweetie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the best way to do that, of course, is with our friend Steven Singer. Steven Singer Jewelers, because Steven has actually appointed Josh the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick.
That's right.
Official sidekick chair is over there.
Mm-hmm.
And no better time to say I love you than right now. It's just, these are odd times. We all know that. And as Josh calls it, it's the just because gift.
Yes.
Hey, baby, look at this nice bracelet I got for you. Just because.
That's right, baby. Enjoy your bracelet, baby.
There you go. There you go. So maybe you're getting married. How about the Ready for Love engagement ring collection from Steven Singer? The key to everything with Steven Singer is the 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee and free shipping. Plus, also very important, they have safe shipping, and it's fast and it's free at IHateStevenSinger.com. So look over all the cool stuff that they've got. Like I said, maybe just one of those just because gifts, no particular reason. Here, look at this little package. What could be in there? Oh, maybe it's a nice ring, or it's a beautiful bracelet, or a necklace, or some earrings. IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven, a good friend of the show. Check him out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com for fast, free, safe shipping, like we said. And once again, 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee from Steven Singer Jewelers. Check it out. IHateStevenSinger.com. Christy, what's coming up?
Oh, we have a lot coming up. We have Shark Week news.
Yay.
We have pink flamingos in mass, like 50,000 of them.
Oh, not church.
Well,
No.
not church.
On malls.
Did you see that all the flamingos went to mass? Wow. That
We
was
need more wafers.
And what not to
that
do.
was a cleanup. Yikes. You talk about pew on the pew.
What not to do in a bear attack.
Okay, good. All good to know. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's
a huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that
Yes,
you
indeed.
can't quite place.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
It's Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
something
Yes.
like that?
Yes. That would be very fun.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman? In France, they'll say, fermez la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie die Schnauze! In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please! Maestro! Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Laird Chevalier.
Laird Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalieris. Thank you. Maurice Chevalieris is the name of that character. The little tuba. No, this is the bagpipe solo here. Accordion solo. Sitar solo. Vienna Boys Choir.
Mr. Mad Dog, he can
right here.
Listen to the music play. Come on, Mad Dog, take it away.
Baby, where did the guy know? He gave us such
That was great, guys. Okay, we're done. Thank you. That was great, dog. That's a wrap. Mr. Mad Dog sings the blues.
That's a wrap?
Perfect. Very good work. Let me thank the soloists. Oboe Jones and the oboe. That was very nice. Myron, the accordion solo was flawless. Habib, the sitar. A tear to my eye. Guys from Uvenna Boys Choir, Adolph Fritz.
8:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We'll have thunderstorms mixing with sun and clouds later today. Look for a high of 87. Variable cloudiness, scattered storms tomorrow, and a high today of 87. High tomorrow, 86. Currently 72.
It's hot.
It is hot.
What happened to 72?
It's August.
What the hell's wrong with you? Why don't you shut up?
I'm sorry. Last week it was amazing.
I'm sorry.
Are we going to yell this break? We yelling right now?
Yeah.
Let's get all pumped up.
You kiss my ass.
This is the weather, not an editorial. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom
how's
Show.
everybody doing?
Welcome back yourself.
Smooth morning.
Calm down.
Go out and make it a great day.
Let's see now who's where. Christy Lee's right there. She's in the other room. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Hi.
In the big room here, we have.
God.
Look at him. I don't even need to see him.
What do you want?
Turn off his mic, case. Thank you very much. Formerly the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Oh, it's still the chair, but now it's just a chair since the mic.
Oh, Josh is gone.
An empty chair.
Chick McGee's over there following his heart procedure. Doing great. Congratulations. Thanks to all the great medical people that helped you out.
Yeah, whatever their names were. Each and every one is special to me, and they know who they are.
All right.
Where was I? Let's see. Willie G. My son Willie's right over there in the little tiny room, socially distanced. And then Christy Lee, as I mentioned, completely in her own room. Oh, there he is. Pat got over there.
Hello.
Now, Pat, I know you've been working on some songs.
Look at your goofy visage. If you're not seeing this on YouTube, look at Griswold.
Tom's Mick Jagger pose.
Goofy mud.
I don't know where they got that picture.
With your pouting lips.
Well, you had to have posed for it at some
I
point.
did, but I did not approve that.
Are you saying prune?
Oh, that happens all the time.
Yeah, no
here.
kidding.
I want to draw a mustache on that so bad.
Well, it's my cardboard cutout in there. Now, we have a hunk of interesting stuff coming up, including. Do you have any
A lot of animal news.
Do you have any of the alligator stories?
Alligator stories. Oh, that was from last week. Sure, I have that.
We got a ton of them.
Police in Idaho captured an errant alligator. Officers with the Nampa Police Department responded to a call from a guy who reported finding an alligator underneath his camp trailer in the backyard. Police
in Idaho.
Yeah, they encountered a 6-foot gator and called Idaho Fish and Game for help.
Help.
Corporal Tona Merrick said, quote, "We just assisted with taping his mouth so there wouldn't be any incidental snaps."
Yes.
You don't want that. The alligator, an escaped pet, was soon reunited with its owner, who had lost track of the animal while cleaning its cage.
Why is it legal to have a 6-foot alligator?
I don't know.
Perhaps teaching reasons. He goes around to schools and talks about alligators.
Maybe it's a Bill of Rights. I can keep and bear an alligator.
I mean,
Right, I can.
What else are you supposed to keep in a moat?
Yeah, well, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah.
Any self-respecting moat, you got to have gators.
You're going to put a sea lion in there, no one's going to be scared.
Yeah.
How do you lose a 6-foot alligator?
I don't know.
It's with your keys, right? No, that's it.
No, it's you give them money for the pizza and say get off the porch. I think that's
That's it.
Well, that's just one alligator. We have more?
No, I don't. Do we? I don't have any more
had a ton
alligator
last
news.
week.
We have them all from last
Just do
week.
the song, Godwin.
Oh, does he have a song?
Here's the alligator song.
I assumed that's why we were.
Here's Pat. He's an alligator now.
There was a story from last week where an Alabama man found an alligator in his swimming pool.
Oh.
Stephen McMullen of Mobile woke up Friday to find the reptile swimming in his pool.
I'm going Mobile.
In a video, McMullen took of the incident. You can hear him ask, "What in the blue blazes is this? I'm flabbergasted. If you own an alligator and you're missing one, it's in my backyard pool. Come and get it."
I'd like to congratulate this guy. I would not have said, "What in the blue blazes is this?"
So would you use an
I would have had a
expletive?
profanity laced as I jumped up on the nearest table.
I don't know. Isn't there a part of you, though, see that and go, well, that's got to be a fake alligator. Somebody put a fake alligator in my pool as a joke.
Remember the one last year where there was a real alligator lying on top of the floating fake alligator in his pool?
Yeah.
That was meta, very meta. I don't know.
Well, and then there's the Florida man who was once bitten by an alligator.
Twice shy?
No, he's been bitten by a shark now. Justin
Great white?
Stoller is no stranger to shark
That's a
encounters.
once bitten, twice shy joke right there.
Come on, that's funny.
What a song.
Sorry, I missed it. What was it again?
So she said who was once bitten
By an alligator.
And I said twice shy.
Yes.
And then you said
Has been bitten by a shark.
and I said great white.
Yeah.
Which ties in once bitten, twice shy.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it
Yes.
couldn't have been more perfect.
I got it.
I was thinking that was a Mott the Hoople song.
What?
They did it first.
It is.
No, that was
covered by Great
It
White.
would have been much funnier if it was a Mott the Hoople
I didn't know that was a cover.
I didn't know it was a cover either.
Let me tell you something. It's no Happy Jack. That's all I know.
Happy Jack.
I didn't know that was a cover
Jack's
song.
amazing
Wow.
song.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this, boy. This is hummable. You sing this all day long.
Happy Jack wasn't told, but he was.
I thought that was I would never have guessed that was The Who.
It's the Who doing Herman's Hermit.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It's a great song.
That's like early. That's what early Pink Floyd sounds like too. And
The record exec goes, Pete, we need something that the blue hairs will like.
Yeah.
Play Happy Jack.
Write me a Happy Jack.
So the point is, this guy's bitten by a shark. He's already been bitten by an alligator.
It sounds
Once
like Itsy
bitten.
Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, that Happy Jack song.
yeah, it does. But yeah, this guy's got bad luck, Tom.
Yeah. Justin Stoller, no stranger to shark encounters, but has never been bitten by one until last week. While vacationing in the Florida Keys with his family, the 38-year-old dove underwater to inspect an injured fish when he said he felt the attack from an 8-foot lemon shark.
Good.
After getting back into the boat, his family took Stoller to the hospital where he received 24 stitches. Stoller believes the shark was interested in the fish, of course, rather than him, and harbors no ill will against the shark.
24 stitches. It's like 40 something.
Yeah,
He may want to change his sunscreen, which may for a shark may be marinade.
yeah.
I don't know, but
Oh, this guy tastes like coconut.
I'll save that injured fish.
Yeah, what?
Just leave it alone. It's nature, dude.
hey, honey, bleed into the water for me. I'm going to go swim.
Yeah, fish don't get injured. Fish just turn into bait. They just,
That's exactly right.
Very good, Willie.
That's a
Yes.
half-eaten fish is what that was.
Right?
That just means a shark got to him before he did.
So he's been bitten by a shark and an alligator, which leads.
Right.
Hey, Pat, I understand you have an alligator song for us.
I do.
You're just getting the guitar.
That was our
It's right
alligator
there all the
honk.
time. Calm down.
This is officially the longest setup in the history of the show.
And they always work so well when they're set up in such a lengthy manner. Christy, I'm going to sing a song now. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to pay attention now.
All right. It's sexy time for the Gators. That's why this is all happening.
Oh.
Gator life. How hard they try to cross the road to get to the girl on the other side. That's right. Speeding cars on busy streets. Busy streets won't stop this reptile from getting what he wants when the gal's in heat. Don't try and move him to the Everglades. You know why?
Why?
One thing on his mind. He wants to get laid. He wants some ass. He's a horny alligator. He's a horny alligator. Watch out, he's an amputator. Doesn't have hands, no masturbator. Daytona to Tampa to land to deceive. Typical male. From Jacksonville all the way to Key West. All he wants his tail. She's in his grasp, he's a horny alligator. All he wants to do is mate her. That horny alligator. Hey, he'll see you later. Horny alligator.
All right. The song's even funnier if you picture an alligator in like sunglasses, sort of leering at.
Charday.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call her, Sade.
Yeah, that's
Or Sade.
It's her name. She can pronounce it any way she wants.
There's no R in there.
It's not up to you.
Sorry.
You don't get to tell her how to say her name.
There were rules about letters, Mr. Krzyzewski.
Aren't you the Van Huff guy? I mean, it's not spelled with an H.
You say Van Huff, yeah.
He has morals and standards until his own comes into question.
Exactly.
He is a massive hypocrite. There's nothing we can do about it. The man lacks integrity, Josh.
There's just nothing there. He's just a shell.
I'm going to call her Sade, okay?
Okay. Call her whatever you want.
Love that song.
Just don't call her late for dinner, huh?
Well, she can't put away the chow. I know that.
Really? She's quite slender for some.
No, of course.
Oh, she vomits.
Just the old joke.
Have you seen her? We have
more sharks in the news because, of course, it's Shark Week.
I love Shark Week.
The coronavirus pandemic forced people to stay put for a while, but gave scientists who study sharks a rare opportunity. Ocean spots cleared of fishing boats and other intrusions by COVID-19 quarantine saw increased and even unusual marine life behavior.
Oh.
A Discovery Channel Shark Week jumped through hoops to capitalize on the brief window. The 32nd annual slate of all things shark airing for 8 days beginning Sunday, yesterday, with a record 24 shows and includes a pair taped earlier this year during the lull. So we'll get to see what it was like out there
I guess
in the quieted ocean.
I guess the question is, Christy, is
Yes.
that really unusual behavior, or would it be usual behavior if all that fishing traffic wasn't out there?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Isn't the ocean usually pretty quiet anyway? I mean, when you take it as a whole, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, I bet it gets pretty silent out there.
Yeah, generally fairly quiet.
I don't know.
This is a storm.
I happen to,
right.
I happened to be watching a documentary about the ocean yesterday.
Nerd.
And they, thank you. And they said, and this will record underwater sounds, but they didn't play them. I'm like, I want to know what it was.
There's a lot of that.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, a lot of those talking whales. I used to love that. We'll have to play that again.
Oh, I love the talking whale.
A lot of calls. Wait a second.
I want to know what it sounds like in the ocean.
Can you grab that, please?
Hello, Bob.
Yeah. Good morning. It's your old skipper, Captain Dave, calling.
Hey, Captain Dave, how are you?
Well, I'm doing good. I guess you're talking about Shark Week, and
Yes.
oh boy, you know what kind of people spend the whole week oohing and on over sharks?
No.
Idiots that ain't had their arms and legs bitten off by the remorseless beast.
Yeah,
That's who.
idiots.
Yeah, idiots. You know, what do them bilge rats at the Discovery Channel know about rows of razor-sharp teeth tearing apart your flesh, breaking your bones, and rendering your wardrobe useless?
That is the side effect.
Not a damn thing, that's what. What kind of sick bastards celebrate sharks? Hey, take it from Captain Dave here. Sharks are the douchebags of the sea. That's right. I lost my right leg to a shark, and I got the pig leg to prove it.
Oh.
Yeah, the great white has taken everything from me, yet once more. You know what the toothy taint does after he's bitten off all your limbs?
What?
He dry humps you like a horny dog.
Oh, that's awful.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's what's in store for me the next time a great white catches me in the brine. And you know the thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Until he has his romantic way with you. And then those black eyes roll over white. And all you can do is feel used and dirty and cheap and wondering if you'll ever see him again.
Will he call?
I know. It ain't like he's going to call or text, Josh. That's all there is. Just a quick whap slap thank you cap.
Thank you, Cap.
Done with you. So you see, sharks got more ways to hurt a person than just biting them in half. So all this week on the Chum Dumpster, we'll go cruising for sharks. I mean, hunting for sharks.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah, we're offering special Shark Week prices, too. 1/2 off normal fare. But we're applying that to limbs. It's half price, but 4 times 4 if you're some pussy that's got all your parts.
So you only
And
get the
don't
discount
trouble
if you
your
have an
head
arm
trying to
bitten off?
figure out fractions. Just climb aboard the Chum Dumpster for the best Shark Week ever. That's right. That's an order from Captain Dave. Now go back and get to work, would you?
Thank you, Captain.
Bye.
Oh, who knew that? I didn't know about sharks using you like that.
Romantic. Wow.
It's disturbing, yeah.
Yeah, that is really disturbing. So sorry that we had to let you know about that. Christy, what else have you got over there?
The United States National Park Service has shared some tips on what to do during bear encounters. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The Park Service wrote in a Facebook post, quote, "Please don't run from bears or push your slower friends down in attempts of saving yourself."
Is this legit?
Do that?
That's
From
what
their
it
Facebook
says.
page.
The agency recommends moving away slowly and in a sideways direction from a stationary bear. But if you are followed, you should stop and hold your ground. Do not run.
Wow.
They also wrote, do not climb a tree. Do not push down a slower friend.
The classics.
It says here, even if you think the friendship has run its course. Stay calm and remember that most bears do not want to attack you.
They don't.
They usually just want to be left alone, but don't we all? The agency added, identifying yourself by making noise so the bear knows you are a human, not a prey animal.
Identify yourself. You go, my name's Willie.
That's right.
Because if he knows your name, he's less likely to hurt you, chick.
They recommend using your voice. Waving and showing off your opposable thumb means nothing to the bear. They don't care. They
So
want
you're
to hear your
supposed to
voice.
talk to the bear.
Yes. You can find additional tips on surviving bear encounters on the National Park Service's website. So, yeah.
Okay.
Would you have the wherewithal to stand there and go, hey, bear?
No.
It would be awfully hard not to run.
Yeah, you're going to forget all this stuff and you're going to run.
I would do it.
Well, that's why that woman just, last week or week before was shown, and she was standing there, and the bear came up to her and just stood on her shoulder and wanted to take a picture with her, and she just stood there, and he just moseyed off.
I'd do it because I wouldn't want to be torn apart by a bear.
In Revenant.
You'd what, run?
No, I would, I'd raise my hands and go, hey, bear!
I'm here.
Yeah.
That's kind of like your Aruba Ray.
Hey, bear!
I'd like a permanent job in the tropics.
Work for me. We'll never have to bury a body again. I'll feed it to you.
I've got some nice corpses I can get for you. That is disturbing, really.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hope I never have to encounter a bear like that.
Yeah,
I want to see a bear in the wild.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
Oh, I have.
Was it awesome?
It was scary.
I bet. Oh, that's right. Weren't you on a river and you looked over at the bank?
Abitibi River.
Abitibi River.
That sounds like a Ogden Nash. Abitibi.
The Abitibi River.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, a couple things coming up. We have Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, we have earthquakes in North Carolina. Who would have thought?
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird. And then pink flamingos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a pubic hair update.
Oh,
fun.
Not just chicks.
I'm out.
Okay, yeah.
Because they shaved you clean before your surgery.
Are you going to keep it like that?
Yep, I think so. Even though they went through the wrist. Yep. I
Not
might
to
keep
shave
it this,
your pubes.
I think I might leave it this way just to bother him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, we'll find out about the shaving.
Every time you look at me, you think, well, he's bald down there. Smooth.
A pubic pate.
A cue ball. Oh, and it's smooth and it's soft.
This guy's pubis looks like George Costanza. You wouldn't believe it.
Right now, I want to tell you about the latest in fraud. You think with this coronavirus, at least we'd get one break. No, we're not going to. Fraudsters are trying to capitalize by sending messages through social media and emails, trying to get you to fall for a scam using Cash App. The message offers free money via the app to help you get through this difficult time, but the link is fraudulent and malicious, and it's a way for them to steal more money from you. You keep hearing about all these things. Be very careful what you open up, especially a lot of these charity requests.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are fake, so it's pretty tricky, and there's a lot to worry about out there right now. That's where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock is out there helping you not have your identity stolen. LifeLock can detect a wide range of identity threats. For example, your social security number could be for sale right now on the dark web. So remember that nobody can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. By the way, if you do get your identity stolen, LifeLock has a crew of what they call restoration specialists that can help you sort it all out if the worst should happen. So check out LifeLock. It's very inexpensive, and right now you can get 25% off your first year. Use the promo code TOM25. Call 1-800-LifeLock or head to lifelock.com. Once again, the promo code TOM25 for that special savings, 25% off your first year. LifeLock, you'll sleep better knowing someone's watching all that stuff you've been pumping into your computer and your phone all these years. LifeLock.com. Watch out for those scams out there. And coming up, we also have, speaking of scams, a rather unusual bank robbery. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hey, did you know Bob and Tom have a YouTube channel? It's true. Head on over there. Subscribe now. It doesn't cost anything. Click that red button, and you can be watching Bob and Tom tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom show tonight. Also, you get access to the Bob and Tom archives and the highlights right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans have clicked that subscribe button. Don't be left out. Join them. Join us at Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. More of the show coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. American Colin Morikawa has become a first-time major champion by winning at San Francisco's Harding Park. The 23-year-old closed with a 6-under 64 to win the PGA Championship by 2 strokes over Paul Casey and third-round leader Dustin Johnson. Morikawa was tied with Casey before an eagle on the par 4 16. He closed with consecutive pars for a 13-under total. Johnson fell behind with a bogey on the par 5 14. He also was second in last year's PGA Championship, 3 months after his runner-up finish at the Masters. College football players from across the country united in an attempt to save a season being threatened by the pandemic and ensure they won't be left out of the big decisions anymore after Clemson star Trevor Lawrence sparked a movement by tweeting, "We want to play." He was contacted by a player activist from Michigan, and in a couple hours, hashtag "We want to play" was merged with hashtag "We are united." Not only do they want to play, but they want to create a players association for college football. Good luck with that. The Columbus Blue Jackets have closed out their NHL qualifying round series with a 3-0 shutout of the Maple Leafs, knocking Toronto out of the postseason. The Washington Capitals and Dallas Stars won their NHL round-robin games to take the 3rd seed in their respective conference playoffs. And another St. Louis Cardinals series has been postponed while the team continues dealing with a COVID-19 outbreak. The upcoming 3-game series with the Pirates scheduled to begin Monday canceled. It's the Cardinals' 11th, 12th, and 13th game to be derailed by the outbreak. The Cardinals haven't played since July 30th. Great. All right, that's a look at your sports update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Last night I had a late-night cheese snack. I woke up and my cravings came back. Hey, Kraft, I'm daft. Get your staff. Hey, Kraft, please, please make mac and cheese a breakfast food.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day.
Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Berry whiskey. Berry whiskey. You knew Barry, didn't you?
No, can't say I knew Barry.
Yeah, he was the Undertaker. You know, he was always saying the wrong thing. And we were out there at the funeral one day, and Barry Whiskey, Frontier Undertaker, walked up to very old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Thelma Whiskey.
Thelma?
They were burying her husband.
Oh.
Poor Thelma.
And Barry Whiskey said, Madam, how old was your husband? She said, well, he was 104 years old.
Wow.
4 years older than me.
Wow.
Very long life.
Barry Whiskey said to her, so you're 100 years old? Wow. Hardly worth going home, is it?
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom. And this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedian Steve Altman.
It's the technology. What we can do today. We can put a man on the moon. We can send cameras out to Saturn, take pictures, send them back. Computers. You know, but we still can't make a coffee maker that doesn't go... Hell, that wakes me up. I don't really need the coffee now, thanks! I'm awake and irritable! I got one of those cordless phones.
Yeah?
And those are cool. You can walk around the house, be outside. You can be in the bathroom now and be on the phone. This is great. That noise? I'm making coffee right now.
I saw her standing in a corner with a corn dog in her hand. By the way, she took the first bite.
Yeah, it's coming up. That's what coming up. 847 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, look, you only get so much slack because of the heart thing, okay? It's over. So,
me and you, pay-per-view. Let's do it.
So try to get it together.
Pay-per-view.
It's unbelievable. Christy, you're lucky you're not in here.
Duke it out.
It's just pathetic and sad.
I'm sorry.
Duke it out, baby.
Okay.
Hey, we have rain and thunder going on right now, 71 degrees. That'll pretty much be
No
the
kidding.
forecast.
Every 3 hits.
Thanks very much. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I hit you, you hit the ground, ambulance hits 90. That's right.
Okay.
I'm threatening Tom's life off
Once
the air.
again,
Sorry.
Why are you doing that?
The Lex Luthor of groins.
Thank you.
Baldy McGee.
That's right. Bald as a cue ball. Round my
I'll explain
bang.
why we know that. I didn't need to know this. Chick McGee's in the main studio with me, Ace, and Joshy. Wait a second.
Hi.
Do I smell something?
Oh, no.
Oh, you smell what the Ace is cooking?
I think I smell what Ace is cooking in a matter of moments.
Smell like rotting fish?
Willie G. Willie G is in the small room over there. In the big room behind the glass, it's Christy Lee.
Oh, hi.
Pat Godwin. I loved your Alligator song, Pat.
Me too.
I don't care what they say.
I love it too.
I don't remember it.
We don't care how many emails we get about us.
Why did you tell him that?
Horny alligator. Who wouldn't?
Get ready to put that fire out today about 2:30.
No, Pat had implied that the setup might have been too long. You know me. I'm the king of the setup.
I don't know if king's the right word.
Okay, let's go with czar.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
What do you think?
Somehow loftier.
The setup czar. Too ethnic for me. Let's move forward.
How are you going czar? Are you using the Z?
Yeah, but do you use the T or do you use the TS or the T? I don't know.
You got to go with the CZ. Isn't it CZIR or something?
I never liked that. It was the crime czar in the comic books. No. When I was a little kid, I thought it was crime Kazar.
Kazar?
But Kazar is much funnier.
Kazar!
He's the Kazar. He's the Kazar man. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, these aren't jokes, as you'll find out momentarily.
Kazar of yucks.
He is the czar of contemporary culture. It's Ace Cosby.
Why didn't the cheese want to get sliced?
Why didn't the cheese want to get sliced?
It had greater plans.
greater plans.
I got to be honest with you. It took me. I wouldn't have gotten it if you hadn't reinforced it, Josh. I did.
You just sat there looking at him?
You don't have a nice grater? Cheese grater?
I do.
What if he had said, why didn't the Parmesan want to be sliced?
Wait a minute.
Do you think you would?
And now it's Josh Arnold with Fix the Joke Baby with apologies to Bob Zane. Go ahead, Josh. Go.
Why didn't the Parmesan cheese want to get sliced?
I don't know why.
It had greater plans. Would that have enforced?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that would have been nice if you delivered it with gusto instead of the half-assed, phoned it in gusto.
Ace says C-. What do you think of that? What do you think of that, huh?
Boy, you ever been using a cheese grater and grated your fingertips?
Oh.
That feels real good.
They use that at some pedicures, they put that on. I go, no, I don't want
the petty egg or something?
No, they use it looks like a cheese grater on your
But
feet. I'm like, no.
Is there some tool you're supposed to use when you're using a cheese grater so you
Yes.
don't scrape off the tips of your fingers?
Well, no, greater
They have special
technology.
gloves.
They've made great advances in greater technology.
They have?
I don't know what you're doing, but
I still have that old-fashioned grater. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. Like this weird square.
Yeah, you hold on to
like
it.
ginger.
You ever see a lemon zester? A lemon zester?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I have an avocado tool that will take off your hand.
Okay, I am so bored right now. Willie, how you doing over there?
Man, we're having fun.
Do you have a lemon zester?
No, I don't have. All my kitchen stuff is in several boxes that are in several different rooms,
Oh my
and I
God,
don't know
it's
where
the
anything.
Pat Godwin syndrome. It's in Northeast Pennsylvania,
Same
right?
here.
Is
All
that
my
where-
stuff's back east.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, are we going to rent you a truck?
I think I might go in a couple weeks. I can do it. Yeah.
How much stuff do you have in storage?
I have everything. Yeah.
Now, so I assume all this is this stuff in storage.
Oh, you keep bunny rabbits?
Is this stuff stored in a? Is this stored in a professional storage facility?
Oh yeah, air conditioned, humidified.
So then,
I got a lot of paintings in there.
Do you?
So,
sure.
Have you been just?
Have you made all the payments for storage?
Thank you for taking.
Barely.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost
So you
lost it.
think it's still there?
You know what
No,
they
it's all
do?
there.
I have
It's all up to
personal
date.
experience with this. You know what they do if you don't pay them?
What do they do?
They give your storage unit away
Oh.
and the stuff in it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did that really happen to you?
No.
Oh.
But wouldn't it have been interesting if it would have?
Okay, well, take it away, Christy Lee.
Well, we have news in what may be the latest or the least lucrative heist ever. A convicted felon broke into an Iowa bank early Tuesday and escaped with only hand sanitizer.
Oh, no.
Sign of our times. Mark Gray, 39, locked up on a trio of felony charges after allegedly burglarizing 3 Sioux City businesses, including a Security National Bank branch. But all he took away was hand sanitizer.
Well, they were able to identify him.
How?
Oh.
Well, based on the exceptionally clean fingerprints.
Oh, yeah. Germ-free.
I'm assuming something went wrong mid-robbery that he only got the hand sanitizer.
Why would you even do that? Why wouldn't you just walk out?
Exactly. You'd think it would just slow you down at that point.
Right.
There was a time it can be tough to get it. I ran into a place that had hand sanitizer, and I bought a gigantic jug of it. I was so thrilled.
Who's surprised by that?
You're a freak. You buy a jug of it when it's not a pandemic.
Yeah.
You
You've
mean
always had it.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been there forever.
Ah, yes.
Is that almost gone? Boy, it's close, isn't it?
Yeah, but I got to back up.
Of course you
I'm
do.
surprised you use so much of that stuff. I'm surprised you still have fingerprints.
Here's my backup right there.
Oh, boy.
It's not as big as the other one.
No,
Well,
that's
it's
big.
This is 28 ounces.
What are we doing? What are we talking about? Hand
Oh,
sanitizer?
yeah. The lemon zester was exciting.
Right, he was
compared
bored
to
by
this.
that, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, back to you.
A magnitude 5.1 earthquake along North Carolina's border with Virginia Sunday shook homes, rattled dishes as far away as Atlanta.
Shook homes.
No serious damage or injuries were immediately reported. The U.S. Geological Survey said the quake was the strongest to rock the region since a
Survey
magnitude
says?
5.2 quake in 1916.
Oh, wow.
Sunday's
Rocking the region.
Sunday's trembler, which struck at 8:07 a.m., was centered just southeast of Sparta, North Carolina,
We are Sparta.
100 miles north of Charlotte.
It was right near Mayberry.
Yeah,
No
it
kidding.
was.
It was the things haven't been shaken up like that in Mayberry since Jim Neighbors came out of the closet.
What? I don't think he did on the show.
Did he actually in real life either?
No.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Could I get a little participation?
I loved it.
Are we just supposed to laugh at anything that falls out of your mouth? That we're not supposed to converse?
Well,
Is that it?
Mayberry isn't a real place.
No.
Exactly.
Just for starters.
Since when? What High Point, right? Isn't that where they based it or something?
Mount Airy, I think.
They do have
Mount Airy,
a sign that says,
Jim.
Tell us about Mecklenburg County, Pat.
I was in prison there. That's Charlotte area.
Tom, you didn't give me the story, but it's not an earthquake, but a lava flow. Indonesia's rumbling Mount Sinabung.
Cinnabon?
Those are
They sponsored that volcano?
The worst airport kiosk ever. Cinnabon.
Oh, it's Cinnabung? we should get that ass song back out, Willie.
It's Sinabung.
Cinnabung.
Mount Sinabung erupted with a column of volcanic material shooting high into the sky.
Giant hole there, Tom.
Yeah. Sprinkled with cinnamon.
Yes, I like to visit the Cinnabung glory hole every 4th of July. Can we come back with this story, please?
Did my work.
No, I want to hear more about Cinnabung. I want to hear more about Cinnabung when we come back. Coming up, we have your opportunity to be in a major album release.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. We have Pink Flamingos. We have Dirty Dancing news. And
Simon Cowell in the news.
Yeah, it's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
It's the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. Ace Cosby's your host. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce. Keep the smile going all day. Keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so happy. It's the Bob and Tom Show while you listen in on Bob and Tom 24/7. Reno Collier on the way, zooming in from Nashville, Tennessee on a Monday. I'm Mark Allison, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Well, there are a few visible signs of the coronavirus pandemic that's changing the world at the massive annual motorcycle rally in Sturgis, South Dakota. The scene Saturday was familiar to veterans of the event, now in its 80th year. With throngs of maskless bikers packing the streets, the sheer numbers raise the prospect that this year's rally could spread the virus in a state with no special limits on indoor crowds, no mask mandates, and a governor who's eager to welcome visitors and their money. Republican Governor Kristi Noem is taking a largely hands-off approach to the pandemic, avoiding a mask mandate and preaching personal responsibility. Indonesia's rumbling Mount Sinabung has erupted with a column of volcanic materials shooting high into the sky. Thick ash accumulated in villages. People fled earlier due to Sinabung's danger. Motorists about 12 miles away were using their headlights to see through the ash. The volcano was dormant for centuries before springing back to life in 2010. And a German nudist has had the last laugh after giving chase to a wild boar that ran off with a bag containing his laptop. Pictures posted on social media show the naked guy running after a sow and her two piglets to the mirth of fellow bathers at Berlin's Tufelice. Adele Loudhour, who says she took the pictures, wrote the man gave it his all. Loudhour said spectators clapped when he returned with the yellow bag. She later showed the man the pictures and he laughed loudly and authorized them to be published. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Real quick, we apparently have a windbag letter.
Okay.
Don't you have it?
Oh, yes, I do. I do have a windbag here. It comes to us from Dwayne Weaver. I hate to break it to you, but there is no Jiffy peanut butter. There is Jif and Skippy.
Oh.
So your Jiffy didn't exist at all, much less in a glass jar.
Wow. Well, if I could explain to the Dreamweaver.
We don't even know if it was Jiffy.
Of course, it wasn't even peanut butter.
How do we
And
know
now,
that?
comedy murder by facts.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
We were sitting around the bar last Friday night just drinking and wondering what it'd be like if we picked the right numbers and hit the lottery. It was me, Bill, Sid, Harold, and Stan. Each of us had a different plan, and we all agreed how great getting rich would be.
Well, the first thing I'd do with all that cash is throw myself one hell of a bash. There'd be beer and hookers, pimps, and a circus clown. Then I'd get a new couch and reclining chair, maybe 4 mag wheels and central air. I tell ya, I'd have the classiest trailer in town. So next week when each winning number falls, I hope to see that lottery girl pulling out my balls. $1 million.
9:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Now we have a quick forecast from Christy.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Thunderstorms around, high 87. Tomorrow, chance for thunderstorms, 86, 72 degrees right now.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy.
Yeah.
That's
It
a
just
great.
changed.
Can you do that dance?
The Watusi? I don't know what it looks like.
Can you do the boogaloo? The
How about the frug?
The frug.
If you say Freddie, I'm walking.
The Freddy's, that's the best.
It's coming.
Josh is about to get some new windows, I think, in the next couple days. I know Window Nation's been stopping by, and they're ready to go because Window Nation is celebrating great things like their 1 millionth window. What else they got going at your place, Josh?
Well, that 1 millionth window celebration definitely going on, and they're offering 50% off all window styles. Plus, you get deferred payment for 2 years and 0 down and 0 interest for 2 years. Find out about all this at windownation.com.
Once again, Window Nation celebrating right now their 1,000,000th window. And like Josh said, deferred payments for 2 years, 50% off all style windows. And don't forget that the windows that they put in Central Indiana are designed specifically for this area. It's a different type of window than you'd put in, say, if you were in the desert or if you were in California or if you were down south. Window Nation knows what they're doing. Their technicians have been doing this, obviously, 1 million times. Visit windownation.com. Don't forget 0 down and pay 0 interest for 2 years.
And they guarantee to be the best value or they will pay you $250.
Oh.
How about that?
Act right now. Once again, visit our friends at windownation.com. See why over 100,000 homeowners choose Window Nation. Tell them Tom and Josh from the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Thank you very much. By the way, speaking of interesting things, be listening for your shot at $1,000 coming up on Q95 throughout the day today, not just on the Bob and Tom Show. So be listening for your shot at some serious cash coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. A little shuffle here. That feels good.
I'm back.
Chick McGee is back. We'll find out about what happened to him in just a second. Plus, we have a Compare Combs music test coming up.
Oh, okay.
Compare what?
Compare Combs.
Combs?
Yeah.
Hair combs?
You remember the old commercial?
I don't think anybody uses
the one,
a comb anymore.
the one kid that used the Greasy Kid stuff, and after putting it in their hair, they'd compare combs, and the one comb was all full of goop.
I use a comb when
you
my
don't remember that.
Greasy,
wet.
greasy kid stuff is what you're shooting at.
Sure you don't remember that, but
okay.
We'll be talking Brill Cream Vitalis, and I'm gonna let Willie G be the judge of this coming up, Willie. So get your ears on. Christy Lee is over there. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
You are really something.
That's let's see. There's Pat Godwin. Another bunch of home runs today, Pat.
Oh, fun morning.
Great stuff. Now we'll get. I want to revisit one of your songs here in just a second, but first, I don't know how we got talking about I think we were talking about Shark Week.
Yes.
And then, Josh, do you remember how you got to once bitten, twice shy? We had I guess it was the guy he'd been bitten by an alligator.
Right, and then
years later was bitten by a shark.
Yeah,
Right.
Christy had said this man was once bitten, and I said twice shy.
Right.
And then she went on to say by an alligator, and then
By a shark.
And I said great white, thus tying in the once bitten, twice shy.
Amazing.
And you
Thank
said
you very much.
You said Ian Hunter, right?
Yeah, well then I
Is that
didn't.
the version we're going to hear?
Well, I've got them both here.
I've never
Now,
heard
don't say whose is which or which is what or what.
Okay.
I want Willie G. Willie, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Are you familiar with this
Are
song?
you ready for this?
Of course not.
Okay.
How about this, huh?
You never heard of this song?
No.
Once bitten, twice shy. Okay, I'm going to play two different versions. I'm not going to say whose is which and which came first. And I want you to tell me which one's better. Here we go. Okay, there's one version. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The first one seems to have like a little more soul, I guess, and the second one seems kind of just like one of those 80s kind of metal. It seems more of an homage.
You nailed it.
Yep, that's it.
Exactly correct.
You nailed it.
And great white tend to be more on key when they sing it, as opposed to that raw sort of. I think purposeful.
The funky. The first one is the Ian Hunter version.
Well, it's the Love Shack thing. It's the gotta go crazy.
Ian
Right,
Hunter.
they're just singing. They don't care.
Ian Hunter's great. He's been in here, too.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
And then we've also had Great White on. And their versions, as you say, a little more produced.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the one I think most people are familiar with.
See, I wasn't, so I completely missed Josh's joke, which was more excellent than it got credit
Yeah,
for.
it was a great joke.
Especially if you're in here and you realize that was an ad lib.
It was
Yes.
serendipitous.
So it was the first ad lib followed by another swing and another home run.
I mean, I'm very good.
We know
We're
that.
just fortunate to be in your presence.
Yes.
Okay, now, Josh, now that you've demonstrated that you are the apex, the acme of all things great in the universe,
Yes.
I want you to tell me the name of this artist.
Okay.
Ready?
Some sweet day, I'll make up mine. Pretty flamingo. Been every
Pretty Flamingo.
I've never heard that song in my life.
Could you continue it without having to start it over?
Yeah.
guy will envy me, 'cause paradise is where I'll be.
Boy.
Man, that is rough.
Headphones down?
I don't know.
You actually knew this song?
Whoa.
Yeah, that I believe is a cover. That's the Manfred Mann version.
Okay.
Who else did it?
I'm trying to remember. That is
P.U.
Yeah.
Yikes. Why are we? Oh, I know why we're playing that.
That's a little rough.
Over 50,000 pink flamingos gathered in the wetlands of southern France. The birds have long drawn tourists to the marshes in the Camargue region, though this year's mass of flamingos may be the highest since experts began keeping records 45 years ago.
You seen this? Wow.
Terry Marmol, guardian of the ecosystem. Boy, that's a hell of a title.
Guardian.
You got the Tooth Fairy, Mother Nature, and Guardian
of the
Ecosystem.
Ecosystem.
Man, I'm late for work again. It's global warming's out of control.
Said a historic 50,000 adult birds and 12,000 babies were counted via aerial photos.
Do you remember what a group of flamingos is called?
Yes.
No.
Go ahead. No, you don't.
I believe it's called a flamboyance.
That's exactly.
That's correct. Yes.
Really?
Oh well, then, yeah, seriously.
Marmot said maybe the coronavirus confinement helped to make a good year. It's obvious that with confinement, there were no disturbances, no airplanes, no noise at all. Thus,
They also
the
call
flamingos had a lot of fun in the sack.
Wow.
a drag queen convention is a flamboyant.
No.
Oh, is that right?
That's exactly it.
Okay.
RuPaul and the flamboyants. They're very, very flamboyant.
Did you know that flamingo? Did I say flamingos?
Which is delicious, by the way. Have you ever had a
39?
Flamingo flambe, essentially.
Willie, have you used a flamingo?
No, what is that?
Oh.
It's you cut the nose off the flamingo and pour the beer in the back half of the flamingo.
You cut off a plastic flamingo.
Yes, of course.
Yes, a plastic flamingo.
Well, you made it sound
Tommy Jr. Yeah.
You know, Peter's going to think that we're encouraging people to drink beer out of
You
flamingos.
get a flamingo and you cut its beak off. Now, the problem is you got to hold it while you're cutting the beak
And
off.
they have, I believe the term is a lot of squawk.
There is a...
They will put up a lot of squawk.
There's a picture somewhere where these flamingos are all gathered in a men's room at some zoo in southern Florida because a hurricane was coming and they had to put the flamingos in the men's room. I'm not kidding.
Aw.
Because
I didn't
they're
know this.
very delicate creatures.
they are.
This article may not be correct. This says flamingos actually have gray plumage, but they turn pink from their diet.
Eating shrimp, yeah.
Yes, I had heard that too.
I've heard that too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. That's why I look like that. That's why I look so much like a chicken wing.
There you go.
That always freaks me out because, and I know it's not their knees, but it looks like their knees go backwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I guess that's their ankle.
Yeah, but still, it's still very, very weird.
Okay, Tom, explain that picture. Go ahead.
It's hilarious.
It's about a dozen plus real life flamingos in what appears to be a men's room.
And it looks like they're all waiting to use the sink. They're all
waiting. They're all lined up,
Patiently.
taking their turn.
Yes.
What do you think? And they're all kind of looking in the mirrors. Do you think they're going, hey, what are those flamingos over there doing?
I think they are, probably.
Chick, I did not know how much I was going to enjoy that picture.
And they look tall, don't
Yes.
They're tall flamingos, yeah.
Flamingos are kind of tall, aren't they?
I was at the San Diego Zoo one afternoon and a flamingo got loose. And I guess their legs are so spindly
Yes.
and delicate they can't just grab them. The keeper was doing this big thing with his arms like to try to get it to calm down.
Wow.
He was running in front of our tour bus.
Wow.
It was really something.
Did you snap a flamingo's leg like a crab leg?
Oh, you would have to.
Like you could, yeah.
I think that's where the meat is.
Yeah, you have to slurp them like a straw.
Yikes.
Like a crayfish.
Okay, it's official. The flamingos in the bathroom is now my wallpaper.
That should be, yeah.
And I just Googled flamingbong.
Yeah.
And there are lots of, apparently there is also a flamingbong for the stoners.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Now, I don't know how that wouldn't the heat in the plastic.
You know what? I say we get the boss on the phone. See, I'll do a bunch of research on this, and I'll come back to you guys.
All right.
Just get this shipped over to my place, and I'll take a week off just for you guys, and I'll just do a bunch of research. I won't let nothing get in the way of this.
That's the kind of dedication he's got.
This guy's actually done some internal plumbing with metal parts inside the flamingo. You suck in the flamingo's head, and the
wow.
The hippie lettuce goes down here in the bottom of the thing.
I see. I'll flamingbong a beer if you guys want me to.
Sure, yeah.
I love bonging beers.
Do you really?
I used to be a bong.
You don't look like a bonging beer kind of guy.
I bonged when the party where I bonged a 40. I was a hero.
A whole 40?
Yes.
Old English, Mickey's. What was it?
It was Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Yeah, it was a warhead of Bud Light.
Oh, how does it work? Where do you pour the beer in the
funnel?
End?
Yeah, in the funnel, and then you keep the funnel low and your thumb in the tube, and then they raise the funnel, and I dropped down on my knees and just took it all.
And it was a flamingo.
Well, that sounded no. I
Take that out of context.
This is a regular bong.
I just got lost when you said you got down on your knees and took it all.
Yeah, I didn't.
Got to get your feet set.
Take it all, baby.
He's got that forever now.
Yeah, that stuck to the tape, didn't it?
Okay. I want to remind you about my favorite place to sleep is my Sleep Number bed. And thanks for asking. My sleep number is a crisp 85, which is relatively firm. Chick McGee, your sleep number setting?
100. I like
is
a firm mattress. And it stays firm with the sleep
on the opposite end of the spectrum, Christy Lee, your sleep number
35, and I'm proud of it.
It's like sleeping on a marshmallow. But that's the thing is that these should be called the Sleep Number Freedom beds because this is America. You get to do it your way.
Freedom!
And you have the freedom to set it. And by the way, either side of the bed has its own settings. So she can be happy, you can be happy, or he can be happy. Whoever's on there is happy because they get to change it at the touch of a button. Now, Josh, you have a whole protocol. Exactly how do you do it?
That's right. I start off at 100. I lay down, and then I hit my sleep number, and it's 65, and the bed conforms to my body.
Ah, see, there you go. That's the beauty of the Sleep
relieved.
Number bed. Great night's sleep. Very important, probably now more than ever, because...
That's audio of Chick sleeping on a Sleep Number bed.
Wow. You sleep like one of the Three Stooges.
Hey, wake up and go to sleep.
I know. It was my audience.
Wasn't that when you were a kid? Wasn't that the funniest thing?
Wake up and go to sleep.
And then you think that's comedy. Then you ever have to go into a hospital overnight every 3 minutes. How are you sleeping? Well, I can't tell you now because I just woke up. I'm sorry. Where was I? I was talking about how much I love my Sleep Number bed, and I do. Sleep, very important now with all of the health issues out there. You want to get that natural immunity build up, so get plenty of sleep. Be very careful when you drink caffeine. The usual suspects out there when it comes to not sleeping. But you can get life-changing sleep, quality sleep, proven quality sleep. I know I love my Sleep Number beds. And by the way, the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed, now a special sale. Limited time, save up to $500 on select smart beds. And remember, Sleep Number beds last longer than that other mattress you've got. Shop your way at Sleep Number store or go online, sleepnumber.com/BT show. Remember, it's the bed that keeps everybody happy. Maybe they should call them the Happy Number beds. I'll call them and ask them.
Okay.
What do you think? Okay. When we come back, Christy, what have we got?
Well, we still have to get to our entertainment hunk with Simon Cowell, and if you want to be on an album and not together, and Dirty Dancing making a new movie with Jennifer Grey.
All right. Oh, she's still beautiful.
Yeah,
and still a great dancer.
Okay, cool.
Patrick Swayze won't be in this one.
No, they're not.
I have a theory.
The flashback.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
you think they're going to do a hologram thing?
Who knows?
Yeah, they're going to use the footage from Ghost.
Whoa.
See?
There you go.
That's brilliant.
I can state myself.
If they heard that, they're going to do that, actually. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Last one.
All right.
You guys! I'm sailing away, set an open course for the Virgin Sea, 'cause I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try. Oh Lord, I'll try. Everybody, we go, Jimmy. To carry on. Come on, kids, sing with me. Bob and Tom. A gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, folks.
Too high.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. We're rocking. Come sail away, Jimmy. Come sail away, come sail away with me. Going up the chords now. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. La Bamba. Hoy! Yeah.
Dennis DeYoung.
We're making that up as we go. Interesting ending.
It's nice.
20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep listening for that serious cash that could be coming your way. Be listening throughout the day on Q95. Right now, we're going to listen to a forecast from Christy Lee. There was a lot of rain so far this morning.
Yeah, Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Showers and thunderstorms possible throughout the day today, high 87. We have rain right now, 72. Cloudy with afternoon thunderstorms tomorrow, high 86. Much drier looking Wednesday.
Got an excuse to play this coming up, Christy.
I miss dancing.
Well, Dancing with the Stars, there's kind of a tie-in coming up in the news with the remake of Dirty Dancing. Also coming up, a man that I understand is quite the dancer.
Who's that?
Reno Collier.
Is he really? Are you a dancer, Reno?
I don't believe anything you're saying.
The old soft shoe?
All right.
I'm just kidding. I doubt it. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us with Ace, Chick. I'm Tom. We're in the big room along with Josh. Josh has a special chair. It's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Yes.
Christy has her own room. It's the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Yes, sir.
Willie is right over there. He's got his own room, too. And then to keep the socially distanced thing up and running, Pat Godwin's in the next building.
I am indeed.
Some great stuff today, Pat. Let's get another song out of you before this is over. In the meantime, we travel to Tennessee, where we find the very handsome Reno Collier.
Working at the funeral home.
Yes, I am.
Getting the body set up for 2 o'clock.
That curtain behind you, it does look, although the blue T-shirt throws it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I wear when I'm working on the bodies.
Sure, yeah. You don't want to wear your best.
You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta look good.
Since you're here, Reno, did you ever see the movie Dirty Dancing?
Yeah.
What are you saying like that for? It's a great movie.
Come on. It's all
What's
right.
wrong with you guys?
Well, I mean, it's a girl. It's a girl hero movie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing is getting a sequel. Jennifer Grey will produce the film as well as reprise her role as Frances Baby Houseman in the new film.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
The original Dirty Dancing, which came out in 1987, grossed $218 million in global box office, won an Oscar for Best Original Song, which Tom played earlier.
Here you go. That's righteous, brother.
Jennifer Grey showed off those dancing skills, winning season 11 of Dancing with the Stars.
Hang on a second. It's one of the righteous brothers.
I know. Just half of them, though. Who's the girl?
Wait a minute.
I know.
It's a Diane Warren song, right?
It's Jennifer Warren.
That's right.
Nobody asked who wrote it.
Isn't
Who's
it
the
Jennifer
girl's-
Warren?
Yes.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Diane Warren.
Isn't that who wrote that song?
I have no idea. Don't care.
I have no idea.
You know how
don't care
long
who
it's
wrote
going
it?
to take her to... How long it's going to take her to run down there to get picked up and lifted again now that she's like 60?
She's gorgeous.
She's 50.
No one
Yeah,
puts
she's-
grandma in the corner.
Stop it.
Yeah.
She's 60
Nobody
now.
puts...
Granny.
That's right.
She got
She's
her-
60.
Yeah, she's still kind of cute, though. She was on something.
She was on Dancing with the
getting
Stars and
interviewed.
she won it.
Yeah, 10 years ago. That's right. With
Yeah.
Derek Huff.
Yeah.
Well, I heard she left off.
Oh, she did? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame, yeah.
Or that she left with us.
All I got to...
I'm sorry.
Bill Engvall almost won that show, too.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Right.
it's not like, you know, come on.
I bet he's a much better dancer than you are, frankly, Reno.
He has to. I'm 6 feet tall and like 5'10" of its torso. I have little dwarf legs that kind of, I can't move.
Okay.
I'm not good.
Now, Willie, you had an idea. Obviously, they're going to have trouble bringing back Patrick Swayze for the sequel, being
Right.
deceased and all. Your thought is what?
I just use the footage from Ghost.
Yeah.
Get him behind the old ceramics wheel.
You think they will put him in? He might. I don't know.
They could do a deep fake. I mean, I don't know. There's ways to do it.
They'll play that he's dead. They'll just go, yeah, the character died and she's a widow. And
Oh, do you think they got married and that's what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so. I mean, sad that they...
In a perfect world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in a perfect world, he'd be back.
Well, sure, yeah.
I mean...
Well, and that makes him Frankenstein. That's a whole nother movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
In a perfect world, they wouldn't be remaking the movie.
There you go. In a perfect world, they wouldn't have made the first one.
Hey, come on.
Maybe they could do Dirty Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Play it after 11, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Kids aren't watching.
Yeah.
Dirty, filthy dance.
Well, if you've watched Dancing with the Stars, some of it is quite sexual, if you know what I
Really?
mean.
Oh, boy, it
yeah.
gets a little
Really?
risque, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very.
If you say so.
Is it just going to be called Dirty Dancing 2, or is it going to be like
I have no word on the
Dirty
title.
Dancing, It Takes Two to tango.
Oh, that's not bad.
Something.
They did Dirty Dancing Havana Nights. 15 years ago or something? They tried to make a
salsa
kind
movie.
of a sequel. Yeah.
Josh, I think you were the only person that saw Havana Nights.
I did not see it. I'm only aware of that.
Nobody puts Maria in a corner.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Simon Cowell has had surgery after he broke his back while testing an electric bike. According to a spokesperson, Cowell has broken his back in a number of places after falling from the new bike he'd been testing in the courtyard of his Malibu home.
Somebody has a voodoo doll.
When I first heard this, I thought, oh, maybe he's testing the new electric Harley.
No.
Because Harley Davidson's coming out with an electric motorcycle.
Yeah, but that's not what this was. Yeah.
And then I looked at the picture, and it's like this little tiny
bike.
Wow.
So,
the entertainment mogul, doing fine, remained under observation after the operation at an unnamed hospital. The 6-hour procedure occurred Saturday, included the placement of a metal rod. Cowell's injury will force him to miss the beginning of this season's live shows on NBC's America's Got Talent.
Yeah, apparently he can't move very much, so he's American Idol.
He created that show.
It was nicely done.
Idol, yeah.
He's also been a judge on Britain's Got Talent, The X Factor, and American Idol, as Josh pointed out.
He produces half these shows, doesn't he?
He sure does.
By the way, I don't want to jump in here, but I will. The Flamingo people are saying that, Josh, keep your eyes peeled. There's a Flamingo headed your way.
All right. Okay.
There you go.
And this is the official beer bong?
This is the official Flamingo beer bong called the Flamingo.
Here's the poster. Here's the poster for the sequel to Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Wow, it says the dancing show the Baptists don't want you to see. That is nice. Now let's do a little quiz for. Were you listening to the show 10 minutes ago by chance, Reno?
Yes, I think
you were. So maybe you know the answer to this. Chick asked me this, and I did remember it. As you know, you've got your pot of whales. What's the most common one? Pride of lions.
Yeah, murder of crows.
Murder of crows. Do you know what you call a group of flamingos? Do you remember this?
I don't think I heard that part.
Okay, all right, because I love these charts.
It's not a flock.
There's so many beautiful words. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance of flamingos, which is the same as a group of male hairdressers, by the way.
I would have gone with cheesy front yard.
These are living flamingos in Paris right now.
Okay. Well,
so in any
those
event,
beer bong things, they should sell at a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know the Flamingo bong?
Yeah.
The Flamingo, yeah.
So,
God, I used to be able to beer bong like a maniac.
Me too, man. I had a PhD in it.
One time, me and Rodney Carrington were at this hotel by a club, and he was singing karaoke, and I was laying on the bar, and I was beer bonging tequila.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
Laid back, and they were putting a beer in and pouring shots in it, and
wow, I wouldn't want to hear your sphincter talking the next day.
I was good, dude. Rock solid. Rock solid.
Man.
Yeah. I used to heat up pizza when I got back to my room on the iron. And one time I was doing a show that same week, and I was opening for Rodney, and I only had one white shirt left, balled up in the corner, and I didn't have any other clothes, so I just put the shirt on, went up on, and before I went on stage, Rodney goes, "Dude, you have something on your back?" And I turn around, and there's an orange rub mark that goes straight up my back where I heated the pizza up on the iron and the grease went because I tried to fix my shirt. So I had to stand the whole show with my back turned like I'm trying to keep the...
Oh, that's cool. Drinking with Rodney Carrington often results in jail time. You're lucky you survived.
Yeah.
So in any event, Mr. Simon Cowell's okay, but I guess these really tiny electric bike motors are becoming the thing.
Yeah, I guess.
I saw one the other day,
It's more like a motorized bicycle.
Right.
It's not the new electric Harley.
Yeah.
Which is going to be featured in a forthcoming documentary that I'm excited about. I can't imagine. I don't think that you'll see Mr. Simon Cowell at Sturgis. Hey, this thing goes 28 miles an hour. I'm just saying. I don't think that'll happen. It's time for us to check in with what's going on in the world of history, Reno. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
Well, we've got some very important birthdays.
Yeah, like?
Leo Fender.
The guitar guy?
Leo. Did he invent the front part of a car?
A fair question. Yes, the guitar inventor.
Oh, cool.
The great Leo Fender.
Nice.
What a great name, too.
Leo? It's my dog's name.
And I meant Fender.
Oh.
Now, if he was with Rodney Carrington, he'd be, by definition, going on a fender bender.
Yes, indeed.
What about Freddie Fender?
Oh, yeah.
What about Freddie Fender?
Wasted
Days and
wasted nights.
Before the last teardrop falls.
That is such a good song.
What universe?
Are you okay?
You don't like that song?
No.
little
I had
corny.
to play that when I was in country music.
Yeah, I had to play it too. I love that song.
Wasted days and wasted nights.
Let's see. How about this? Okay, I'm going to give you an easy one here, Reno. I want you to guess who this guy is. Born in 1814, Henry Nestle.
He was born quick.
No need to move on. Wow. Very good.
Grew up on Nestle's Quick.
Oh, me too. God, I love Nestle.
Strawberry Quick.
No, chocolate.
Quick. No,
Chocolate.
No, Strawberry Quick.
Oh, that's another great statue. There's a highway, and when you're going on a ride, and there is just a massive. Does he have a name?
Bunny, isn't he? Nestle Bunny.
Does the Nestle Bunny have a name?
I don't know.
I think his name's Quick the Bunny.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is too.
And if you're driving, if it's kind of a rainy day and you can't really, you just go, "What the hell? Where'd that thing come out of?"
It looks like the worst film noir you've ever seen. The Private Eye Bunny. It's raining, and
I'm a big fan.
He has a raincoat on.
On this date, born in 1874, Herbert Hoover.
Oh, the builder of the dam.
That's his legacy, I guess.
Herbert Hoover.
Now, we have also Jimmy Dean.
The sausage guy?
Well, he was, before he was the sausage guy, he was a very fine entertainer.
I think he's better known for sausage.
Did he have just one hit?
Big Bad John, right? That's
That was it, right? Big Bad John.
Oh, he was, if I'm not mistaken,
Big Bad John.
and I have not researched this.
TV show.
I was going to say, I think that was the network debut of the Muppets.
Yeah, Rolf the dog.
Rolf the dog, I believe, was a Muppet with Jim Henson.
I think Jim Henson did the voice, yeah.
Oh, did he really?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did Ralph. Ralph, yeah.
Jimmy Dean. And they brought him back. He's doing the commercials again.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is, I can't decide if that's cool or not. I don't know.
Why not?
Man, I love his sausage, though. Does a good product.
That's right.
Okay.
She likes the sausage.
I do.
Christy likes that sausage.
Are you a link or a patty person?
I'm both.
I like
really
patties.
am both. Yeah. Now,
Patty.
Willie, have you
Patty.
ever heard this song?
I don't know, maybe.
Bad John.
A sad story, ultimately.
Yeah.
Is this by Jimmy Dean? Is this by Jimmy Dean?
Yeah. It's a talk song about a big man.
I see. I had no idea.
He picks up the big beam at the bottom of the mine and saves everybody.
See, I had no idea that Jimmy Dean was anything but a sausage man. In the same way that I thought Paul Newman was a Caesar salad dressing man. These people's products. Well, no, because when you're a little kid, you're going to see that more than you're going to see the movies. These people, Arnold Palmer, are people that are losing their brand to a food or drink.
Willie, today go watch HUD.
Really?
HUD.
I'll watch it. I'll write it down.
Watch Cool Hand
Paul
Luke
Newman.
first.
Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke
Didn't you
is...
grow up on Cars? He was the cop in Cars.
Yep, absolutely. Sure.
Oh, he's the best.
What's the song that goes, James Dean?
Oh, it's an Eagles song.
No. You're thinking of David Essex.
Rock On.
That's
right. Rock On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Dean.
Yeah.
Josh, I do think you should keep going. I did like that scanning.
Jimmy Dean.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the song till he did that.
It was great. I say we let him go through the hook.
There you go. Rock on my soul. Hey.
Now, here's one that's appropriate for those that have been watching Hamilton on what is it, on Netflix?
Disney.
No, Disney. I saw whatever. I've watched it.
Overrated, regardless of what song.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Never saw it,
Go
Josh.
on.
You haven't watched a minute of it, have you?
No.
Neither have I,
I know it's
Josh.
overrated.
The greatest.
Why is that?
because everybody's talking about it.
Because it's good.
And no, I heard some song the other day. It was The King.
That's the best.
No, it's not. It's every musical I've ever heard.
That's the point of the song.
Willie, is he doing this at home? Is he singing like this?
I think that he thinks if he does enough on the radio, one day he thinks Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to call him and go, Tom, I have the job for you.
I think so. When it comes through.
And I love Lin-Manuel because Lin-Manuel was also one of the sharks in the production of West Side Story I saw back.
He was also in The Sopranos. He plays
he is. He's a talented kid.
The reason I bring it up, 1776, word of the United States Declaration of Independence hits London. King George was pissed.
I bet.
Not happy about that.
That's when he started singing that song.
Yeah, it was like Good Luck with John Adams or something was the song I heard.
You can
I don't care about this at all.
You can tell how Tom thinks he's singing because the way he shakes his head when he's trying to sing.
And it was all
You've got to see this guy. What's the guy's name, Willie?
Jonathan Groff.
He's brilliant.
And it was all exposition. It was all...
No, he's brilliant.
It's wonderful.
Oh, it's a shame you have no taste. Okay, what else
See,
have we
I can
got?
enjoy it without criticizing Josh or Christy.
Thank you, Chick.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
My kids don't even want to watch it. I don't know.
On my deathbed, my last words will be, I'm just glad I never saw Hamilton.
I feel the exact same way about Avatar. I don't think I'll ever watch it.
Oh, I love Avatar.
Oh, the James Cameron thing?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So what are you, I'm sorry, your last words are going to be what, Josh?
I'm so glad I never watched Hamilton.
What are you going to say just before that?
Give me the pizza. Is that what you're going for?
Is that what you're going for?
What'll make me the happiest?
Can you
give me a handy
IV with country grave?
Even better. And hand me the Kleenex. Thank you very much. Okay. Hey, Reno, you got any gigs coming up?
Yeah, man, I'm going to Birmingham to the Stardome Wednesday.
Oh, world famous.
And then, yes, sir. And then for that week, and then I'm off to Kansas City in 2 weeks, and then to Toledo, Ohio, which, Josh, I will tell them you said hello.
Yes, please do. I love Toledo. They just don't care for me.
I know.
Yes, they've made arrangements to move the club to a graveyard for his next show, so people are already there.
Yes.
Poor Josh.
Okay. Reno, send me those dates, please, and I can plug them on the air for you.
I will, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, I want to remind you, talking a little bit about these times, the coronavirus times. One of the things you got to watch out for is fraud, because it's at a kind of a new high with all kinds of odd stuff out there. Be very careful, for example, opening up solicitations for charities. And it may sound like it's something really good. You open it up and all of a sudden your computer is being infected and bad things can happen. Just be very careful. This is where LifeLock comes in. They are out there helping you watch out for all kinds of stuff, especially having your identity stolen. And if you know anyone who this has happened to, it is a giant pain. And one of the things that LifeLock can do, if your identity is stolen, they have a group of dedicated restoration specialists that will help you get things sorted out. But you got to be careful. People want to get your tax return. They want to get that tax return refund. They'd love to have it. You've earned that money and you'd like to get that part back. And a lot of people have that coming right now because of the delayed tax thing. Now, remember, nobody can funnel identity theft or monitor transactions at all businesses. LifeLock can see threats you might miss on your own. By the way, a special offer from LifeLock. You join right now, you can save up to 25% on your first year if you use the code TOM25. You can call 1-800-LifeLock or just go to lifelock.com. Just takes a few minutes and you'll sleep better knowing someone's watching all those numbers. Think of the times you've stuffed numbers into the computer and your phone. They're all floating around out there. And we read about these breaches every week. There's a new one. Sometimes there are millions of people. So be careful. LifeLock.com. Use the promo code TOM25. Save 25% off your first year. We're coming right back. We've got more cool stuff. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, how about full access right now, including the complete Bob and Tom archives, the album library, and you can listen to the Bob and Tom Show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast and watch the live 7-camera video stream of the show. It's the VIP premium service, and you can find out more about it. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. American Colin Morikawa has become a first-time major champion by winning at San Francisco's Harding Park. The 23-year-old closed with a 6-under 64 to win the PGA Championship by 2 strokes over Paul Casey and third-round leader Dustin Johnson. Morikawa was tied with Casey before an eagle on the par 4 16. He closed with consecutive pars for a 13-under total. Johnson fell behind with a bogey on the par 5 14. He also was second in last year's PGA Championship, 3 months after his runner-up finish at the Masters. College football players from across the country united in an attempt to save a season being threatened by the pandemic and ensure they won't be left out of the big decisions anymore after Clemson star Trevor Lawrence sparked a movement by tweeting, "We want to play." He was contacted by a player activist from Michigan, and in a couple hours, hashtag "We want to play" was merged with hashtag "We are united." Not only do they want to play, but they want to create a players' association for college football. Good luck with that. The Columbus Blue Jackets have closed out their NHL qualifying round series with a 3-0 shutout of the Maple Leafs, knocking Toronto out of the postseason. The Washington Capitals and Dallas Stars won their NHL round-robin games to take the 3rd seed in their respective conference playoffs. And another St. Louis Cardinals series has been postponed while the team continues dealing with a COVID-19 outbreak. The upcoming 3-game series with the Pirates scheduled to begin Monday canceled. It's the Cardinals' 11th, 12th, and 13th game to be derailed by the outbreak. The Cardinals haven't played since July 30th. Great. All right, that's a look at your sports update. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Last night I had a late-night cheese snack. I woke up and my cravings came back. Hey, Kraft, I'm daft. Get your staff. Hey, Kraft, please, please make mac and cheese a breakfast food.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm getting married to my pickup truck. It never leaves me when I'm down on my luck. It doesn't shop at fancy stores or have a lawyer or want a divorce. No, it doesn't care if I stay out late. It doesn't bet you about the money I made. We'll be together till the end. It won't sleep with my best friend. I'm gonna get down on one knee and ask my truck if it'll marry me. I'll never drive another car. We'll honeymoon at the bar. I'm gonna have the time of my life. The exhaust pipe's tighter than my ex-wife. You think I'm crazy, but listen to this. I can bring home a hooker and it won't get pissed. No, the wedding ring won't cost me $1 when I get married to my pickup truck.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee!
Every time.
Line 8, we have a comment.
Line 8. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Scoop in Cape Coral, Florida.
Hi, Scoop.
How are you, sir?
I'm all right. How are you?
Great. What do you say after sex?
Or what do you hear?
Well, I usually hear silence, but I always tell my wife thank you. But usually that's because it's been so damn long since I got any that I'm like a kid getting that first piece of candy.
I know. I hear you, brother. Tell it, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you need a safe house? Do you need anywhere to go? It's all right.
All right. Well, thank you.
So you say thank you to her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't say you're welcome or the whole thing.
Well, no, I usually leave her with that starry-eyed look on her face.
Ah, the starry-eyed look.
There you
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, she's bright.
9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's got a quick update on the forecast.
Showers and thunderstorms possible today, high 87. Same overnight down to 70. Same tomorrow, high 86. 72 currently.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Keep listening for your shot at some serious cash. That's going to happen a bunch of times on Q95 today. So hang out with us. Also, I want to remind you the Bob and Tom golf outing is a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children. It'll be safe and secure because it'll be at Top Golf in Fishers, which is a great place for a great time. Even if you're not a good golfer, just have some fun at Top Golf. And it'll be coming up, let's see, it's going to be the 16th of September, which I think is a Wednesday. I'll get those details for you, but go to Q95.com and find out what's happening where and when, and you can be part of it. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's see now. There's Ace. There's Josh. I'm Tom. That's Chick. That's the big room. Let me go around the building. We've got Christy Lee in a different room, Willie G in a different room, Patty G in yet another room.
Yep.
Pat, I thought we would meet your cohort in there. What's his name?
Hans?
Herr Hans.
What is it today?
Waschen Wiener or something?
Well, Hans Hans need Waschen.
Oh, Hans need Waschen.
I don't think we have time to meet him.
Okay. Oh, sure we do. We got time.
I love when they argue about it. It's a longer song. I think you may want something shorter.
I don't think you do.
I want something really long. What did you have in mind, Hans?
Hans had nothing in mind. I'm Pat Godwin now, and
he's Pat Godwin now.
A lot of your rock and roll songs are they're making extra money off their old hits by turning them into commercials and working with other companies. For example, Simon and Garfunkel for Bed Bath and Beyond. Sail on silverware on aisle 3. Things like that, you know?
I see, yeah.
Billy Joel for Jenny Craig. She's got a way 250. Stuff like that. A lot of folks are, you know.
There you go. Short and sweet.
That is what it is. Okay, it's quiz time.
Okay.
Okay, it's quiz time. Let's see. Okay, this is for Willie.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to see if you can figure out what song this is. 1, 2, 3, and here we go.
This is fun. I'm glad the show's just named that tune now.
It's a great
I love the song, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a super weird song.
It is. Doesn't mean anything, I'm convinced. It's just cool.
So unique and fun.
Does it become more recognizable as it goes, or is this?
It's just a second.
Boy, it's great in headphones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bounces all around.
Oh,
yeah.
This must be the import.
It sounds kind of like
it's like Herbie Hancock or something. I don't know.
Shaft. Now, obviously, it's called Rock On.
Obviously.
David Essex. No, Willie?
Yeah.
Really?
Nothing at all?
No, I thought it was going to be like Herbie Hancock, like one of those weird, like kind of chameleon-y bass things. Where, yeah.
The reason I brought it up is that Josh referenced it earlier.
James Dean.
Where he goes, James Dean.
Yeah.
Just a very random. And then Christy, because there's also an Eagles song called
Jimmy Dean, right?
Because we were talking about
James Dean.
Jimmy Dean, the Sausage King.
Well, David Essex says Jimmy Dean, and then James Dean. So I always assumed they were talking about Jimmy as opposed to the actor James, but
you think he's referencing the Sausage King?
No.
I think he's talking about both.
He seems to.
Yeah.
He says Jimmy Dean and James Dean.
James Dean.
You really think he's referencing the Sausage King? I had no idea. I never thought about it.
You know, James Dean actually created Garfield. Not a lot of people know that.
I've heard that, yeah.
What?
What's the joke here?
It's a joke. They're from the creators from the same town.
Oh.
It was just a joke.
How would we ever know that?
Is that a Fairmount, Indiana joke?
Yeah.
Did you see
Jim Davis and James Dean are from
your
the same?
dad was ready to jump on you and tell you were wrong. You see him? He coiled.
Interesting. Time now to review many of the things we've learned.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering products to keep your facility running is what the Grainger Rangers do, and they've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you needs it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Quick win bag here.
Yes, okay, go ahead.
Melanie O writes in, the Quick Rabbit's name is Quickie.
Oh,
you
Quickie?
ignoramuses.
Oh.
This is quite easily found on Google.
Well, we
get
didn't
it
Google.
together.
The Nestle's rabbit is Quickie?
Quickie, yeah.
Well, I got one for her.
Okay.
Quickie.
What's the Nestle's dog's name?
Yeah, tell us that, Melanie.
Oh, God, no.
It's Farfel.
Oh, that's right.
Nestles. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate clomp.
Chocolate.
It's Farfel. Oh, fabulous. And then, Christy, you know what this is?
James Dean.
That's right.
It's a great song.
The Eagles' James Dean.
Yeah.
There you go, as opposed to David Essex.
James Dean.
We learned about the great song Hello There.
Hello there.
On today's show. We learned the chick had some serious surgery, but he's doing great. He's back.
Yep.
And you
Physically, I'm
better
top
than ever.
notch.
you had the raspberry sorbet enema at the hospital.
I don't know about the enema part, but yep, that's right.
And there was something about Jackie Collins. What was that again?
Yes, when you eat raspberry sorbet and get an enema at the same time, it's called the Jackie Collins.
Okay,
Everyone
very
knows
nice.
that.
Let's see.
Give me the Jackie Collins. You'll hear.
If Pat Godwin had to eat one food every day, he'd go for lobster. Of
course.
Wow.
I couldn't afford it, but I go for it.
Let's see. Kenny Tarmac called. He's working with the sales staff at SmearCorps.
That's right.
Let's see. And there's a guy. Who was the guy in the NBA bubble with sent out his sexual escapades?
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. The Jazz,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And he apparently did it by mistake.
I think this was an accident. Yeah.
A little sexual encounter that was somehow broadcast.
He claims it was a mistake, yeah.
Okay.
It also could have been pornography on the television.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
He was enjoying himself either.
Larry King called this morning, apparently just completely out of it.
Drunk. Yeah, real drunk.
Drunk on his ass.
He admitted, yeah.
Drunk. I talked about my recipe for s'mores on the grill.
Not s'mores, s'mores.
S'mores. It's S'mores Day.
We
National.
found that according to
Every
Captain
time.
Dave, sharks will dry hump their victims after eating all their limbs.
Boy.
I had no idea.
Just kicking a man when he's down, huh?
Yeah, and Chick McGee had his pubic area shaved before his procedure, even though they ended up going through his wrist.
Clean as a whistle,
in case
baby.
they had to change the plan, they had to be ready down there.
Like a man.
Clean as a whistle, ladies.
Wow.
Who's going to be the first?
Who's going to be the first on this dance floor?
And we have the Flabongo on its way here for
All
Josh.
right.
The flamingo-shaped
doing shots.
bong or beer bong, I guess. Because there were 50,000 flamingos apparently invading France right now. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Real quick, we apparently have a windbag letter.
Okay.
Don't you have it?
Oh, yes, I do. I do have a windbag here. It comes to us from Dwayne Weaver. I hate to break it to you, but there is no Jiffy peanut butter. There is Jif and Skippy.
Oh.
So your Jiffy didn't exist at all, much less in a glass jar.
Wow. Well, if I could explain to the Dreamweaver.
We don't even know if it was Jiffy.
Of course, it wasn't even peanut butter.
How do we
And
know
now,
that?
comedy murder by fax.
Bob and Tom in the morning. Highlights all.
Tom Show, weekday mornings on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And correspondent Jess Hook